Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan. Welcome to stream. How are y'all doing? I wasn't surprised by the end of that song. No, of course not. I'm definitely ready. I'm definitely completely ready. I just need to post on Twitter. I'm almost ready. I'm nearly ready. Oh, hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are y'all doing? Oh, holy shit.
Oh wow, hi.
Oh wow, hi. That's my hot wife. Hello. 61 months for my hot wife. I think she likes me. Hi everybody. Give me 2 seconds. I need to remember what camera to look at. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I need to send a tweet. Give me 2 seconds. Janet Kopp BOSD. I'm sure I just mispronounced your name. Says hello. Says thanks for the thank you for the follow. I've been watching your Satisfactory playlist lately, and I think you're making great progress. I appreciate you. Thanks very much. I really appreciate that. How are you doing today? Oh boy, welcome to the Thanksgiving call-in show. I need to not show this on camera, and I need to finish sending this, and done. We do a little tweeting. We do a little... I'm totally prepared for today's stream. Super prepared. What do you mean? I'm not beating the allegations. I'm not prepared. It's been a busy morning. I've had a really productive morning. It's been a really a busy morning. Okay, we're done. Dope, we're good. Hello. Dog treats. I totally believe you. Hey, thanks. Hey, thanks, Lucifer. You guys are going to get a whole new angle on these dog treats today. Whole new angle. How are y'all doing? Hope you're having an excellent day. Hi, Wack. Hi, Lumella. Hi, Ikelos, Lucifer, Evo. Before I do anything else today, I should tell you that I have just announced my next YouTube playthrough. The next YouTube video, the next YouTube series we're doing. I've just announced it, and I've done it over on Patreon for free. You don't have to be a paid member. All you have to do is create a account and be a member, which is completely free, no cost, no nothing. You do have to create an online account. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. I'm just telling you, if you want the information, you can go there right now and get it. However, give me a minor, do me the favor of not giving away the information until tomorrow when it goes live on YouTube. Hi, dogs. Want treats? Good boys. Shake. Good boys. Shake. 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 Good boy. Good boys. Up. Up. Ah, you missed it. Here. Good dogs. Good dogs. Oh boy. I'm so excited. I'm very excited as well. I'm very excited. Very excited. Hi, Sven. How we doing? K-Ball's excited for the new game. Tony's excited, or Tony's gonna time people out if they spoil it. I guess I should have. I mean, I don't know. I just thought it was a fun way to keep the secret, right? Try a Patreon release of that, a free Patreon release. Fun way to keep the secret. Fun way to get more people onto the Patreon for free. Yeah, I hope that's okay. I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever do it again. I think I upset some people by doing it, and I was like, okay, I did not realize this would be upsetting. But who knows? What do you do in this stream? Fantastic question. Let me tell you. Fantastic question. It didn't take long to go wrong. This is how things happen. But I kind of love the chaos, right? I kind of love the chaos. Who would be upset? I don't know that people are like upset. I just mean like, you know. And that's totally fine. I think a little bit of like, I don't want to go make a Patreon account, which I totally get. You can just wait 24 hours. You don't need to. The chaos is on brand. Exactly. Okay, so what are we doing today? Well, we are the next 3 and a little bit hours. We're going to build this Lego Outer Wilds. It is neither Lego. It's legally distinct. It's actually owned block. And it is also not Outer Wilds. It's just Spaceship. However, the TikTok that I purchased this from the TikTok shop. The TikTok I purchased this shit from definitely said it's Outer Wilds and it's Lego. I knew what I was getting myself into. I was not unaware of what I was doing. But that's what we're going to do. It has 879 pieces. So there's no chance we make this today. But we're going to try. We're sure going to try. And along the way, I'm going to take phone calls from viewers. I'm going to be in a Discord call in the Discord, and you are free. Speaking of chaos, you're free to wander in. I'm just taking calls. If you want advice, if you want to ask me a question, any of that's okay. Sell me on the game that you really want me to play. Do whatever. Game recommend me. My goal is to be available for a phone call for about 3 hours. My only preference would be that we go one at a time. But we're going to do it. That's the plan. If it's chaotic, it's freaking chaotic. Was the thing I mentioned approved? What did you mention? Oh no, did I forget something? I'm totally prepared for today's stream. What is the thing you mentioned? I don't remember. Like Pexy, let's go. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Hello, welcome in. Hi. I just DM'd you. Oh, I'm gonna need to do that another day. Okay, yeah. That I'm gonna do another day, unless we get bored, in which case I could. I do want to do that, Evo, but I'm gonna keep it for another day for now. How are things here? They're great. We're about to start. Yeah. How are you? How was stream? You were playing a new game that came out that I don't know the name of. What was it again? It feels weird being at stream when I'm not working. I feel weird watching and not only listening. Let's put Tony to work. The placement of the camera makes it look like you have really long arms. Does it? Maybe I do have long arms. Maybe I've got the longest arms you've ever seen. Could I be a hand model, chat? What do you think? I probably need to stop biting my nails. Okay. God, it's so fucking cold in this house. Bye, Luke. Bye, Luke. Okay, let's do it. Mindlock the Apartment. It was released yesterday. Hell yeah. Let's do it. We're going to build Lego Outer Wilds, and we're going to try and get it all done today. We'll chat for about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go hop in a Discord call, and we'll figure out that chaos too. Yeah. I can't get it open yet. Good night, Luke. My only goal for today's stream, sure, I want to beat this. I want to build this, but my only real goal for today's stream is not to accidentally look at my phone on camera and dock something. That's my goal. Okay. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's see the quality of what we're working with here. Bag 2. Bag 3. We got bags on bags on bags on bag. Do we have instructions? I recognize this piece. Whoa! Yo! Choo-choo mother for me with the 20 gifted subs. Holy shit. This is a thick book, by the way. Holy shit. Thank you. Thank you. Lethal into hearts. I appreciate that for me. Thank you for the 20 gifted subs. That's really generous. Holy cow. Super generous. You just got yourself some cards, too. Spaceship! Oh, yes. This is the piece you use. Sure. Please follow the instructions to build your set. Sure. Is the volume okay for the music, by the way, chat? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This looked a lot simpler from the outside. Oh, boy. Do you have a link for this kit? I do not, honestly. It's on TikTok. That's the only thing I know. If you have any missing parts, contact us for a free replacement. Okay, that's nice. This is saying what's in the bags, I think. This better not be the damn instructions. Okay, start with bag 1. Like this bag 1? But there's multiple bag 1s, aren't there? Oh boy. Step 1, assemble the ship. Step 2, you're done. Have you ever built any Lego sets? I have built a couple Lego sets. Who wants to bet Ryan never finishes building this? Hey mods, pin that. That's from my wife, by the way. That's from my wife. Nobody believes in me anymore. All right, we better get to fucking work. That's going to motivate me. That's going to motivate me. Let's get all the bag 1s out to the left. All the bag 1s. Chad, I hope you're having an okay day. We had a lot of fun last night. We played some trading card game shop, simulator game shop. After dark. It was fun. I'll be honest, I was a little like, my brain was kind of toasted. My brain doesn't do very well after like 8 p.m. these days. Okay, this shit's all extra. It's all complete extra and we're never going to use it. By the way, if we get really, if we feel like this went really well, we also have legally distinct farmhouse that we can do another time. So if we love this, then maybe around Christmas we'll do this. I don't know. You started at 8 p.m.? I know. I started the minute my daughter was asleep. Okay. Bag 1. Let's find the right bag. It's not the tiny ones. The tiny ones we'll put off to the side. Like the first thing we need is these square pieces. So that looks like this one. Okay, we'll just start here. Fuck it.
Gotta use the prime subs before I lose them.
Oh, Ben P, thank you so much for the sub. There's no way we finish this. Oh boy. All right. And by that I mean, of course we're gonna finish it. Okay, we're gonna organize just a little bit, right? Organize just a little bit. Ben, thank you so much for the sub. Maybe we just organize by color? That seems like a great way to start, right? Then at least I can always just chase stuff down from the color that it comes with. I don't know. Today's stream, like most streams, it's just gonna be a little bit of a an adventure. You have to have an adventurous spirit to hang out on this channel, that's for sure. You have a little bowl to put all your pieces in. Oh my god, I forgot about that. We did that last time. I should have remembered. The Lego experts told me to get the bowl. I don't know if I can watch this chaos unfold. No one will make you. Like, that's always an option. If it stresses you out, it's not worth watching. Okay, we need the little... I'm going to get a bowl for these because these are tiny. We need the little 2x2 black piece, which is in this one. We're going to go get... I'm going to go get some little bowls. I'll be right back. BRB chat. BRB! Does this look really easy to put together? I'm sure it will be, right? Let's hope. Let's hope and pray. Oh, baby, we've got bowls. Oh, baby, I've got bowls. Oh, boy. Big one. I don't know. We could use that. We could use that if we want to. Small ones. Time for Lego soup. There's a specific term for this part of the process in Lego. Oh, really? Okay, we need 2 of these. Our first steps are done. I forgot. We should probably zoom in a little bit, huh? You can see it. I put it in the wrong spot, and I used the wrong color. Never mind. Okay, this is our actual first step. I did it wrong. I did literally the first piece wrong. First piece incorrect. There we go. That's better. That's better. All right, step 2. Now we get a longer piece. Shit, that's gonna be another bowl, isn't it? I just like opening everything, putting it in one bowl, and shaking it up. Oh no. That sounds stressful to me. I think it must be in this one, right? This one. Making mistakes at the start is part of the process of learning. Right, but this isn't my first time. I should know better. I should know better. Okay, now we need the big one. Let me get done with this first page, and then we will hop into a Discord call. Yeah. I don't know. I hope people call in. If you don't have anything to call in about, you don't have to. Okay, I have one complaint already about this not Lego. I need 3 pieces so far. 4 pieces, and all 4 of them are in different bags. I'm not shitting. I'm not shitting. I'm not kidding. 4 pieces in 4 different bags. How's that make sense? Aren't they all labeled 1? Sure. I'm just saying, I feel like they should all go in the same bag. Wouldn't it make sense to put part 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the same bag? Okay, we're looking for a 2x2 block. Oh, no, it wasn't even in this one. Wait. Wait, where is it? Was it in this one? We're looking for a 2x2 block in black that has a plus sign on the side of it. It was in this one. Son of a bitch. I showed Lucas how to organize pieces when building Lego. Now he gets very focused on doing that every time. That's great. Thank God we got these bowls, huh? Thank God I planned ahead. Okay. We can do this. Boom. Done. Step 2. Done. Okay, now I need a couple gray of these guys. And I need a black sort of ladder piece. Ladder piece is not in there. Is it in here? Not in there. It's going to be in this one bag that's left, isn't it? Here's my question. Does real Lego have pieces like this? Like, maybe this is the benefit of not Lego, right? Of Ongbeld or whatever. You think so? Oh, okay. I feel like Lego is more like... I felt like maybe Lego was more like standardized. But that's not the piece I need. I don't know why I pulled it out of the thing. Shit. I think I just put it back in the wrong thing. Oh, God. Like, look at this one. This one's got edges on it. I don't know. It's interesting. All right. It's probably in here. It's not in there. Where's this piece at? How? Oh, God. Oh, no. Where is this piece at? Checked this. I've checked this. I've checked this. Oh, chat. We're so screwed. We're so cooked, guys. We're so out of luck. For the love of God, Ryan, at least sort by color. I did sort these ones by color out here. Chad, do you think I should sort by color? Yes? All right. Well, in that case, I'm just going to get on the phone call because that part I can do basically brainlessly, hopefully. Okay. We're going to do a sort by color. Here's the deal. I don't know how this works. I'm just going to hop in the general chat. Oh, wait. Meg's here in the stream chat. Hello? Meg? Are you in the stream chat? Are you here to ask a question?
I was muted. I want to be your first guest.
Oh, you want to be my first guest? Hey, welcome to the Indigestion call-in show, Thanksgiving call-in show. We're taking calls from the community all day. Who are we on the phone with here?
Oh, my name is Megan. I'm from Indiana.
Megan, you sound kind of attractive. Do you have a husband?
I was wondering if you could play a romantic song for me.
Okay, what song do you want to hear?
For my husband named Ryan.
Okay, we can take a request for Ryan. This one goes out to Ryan. What are we playing?
Actually, I have a hypothetical question for the host.
Oh, okay. I'm a little confused. Are you doing a song request or a question?
Do like little kind of hints, you know?
Say what?
Not would you rather.
You have a would you rather question for me?
I said I think it would be fun to do some. No, it's not a would you rather.
Okay.
Just.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I said it's not really a would you rather. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, it's not really a would you rather. It's more like a hypothetical scenario question.
Okay. I'm ready.
Or maybe an advice situation kind of deal, you know?
Advice? Okay, sure. I'm great at advice.
So let's say you show up to Thanksgiving and your mom's there with her new boyfriend.
Okay.
But he's dressed in a really realistic Grinch costume.
I knew exactly where you were fucking going with this the minute you started. The minute you
Or
started.
hell, maybe it's even the Grinch himself.
I knew exactly where you were going with this. What about the Grinch costume, Megan?
This is such an inside joke. I don't know if anybody else even listens to that.
No one is going to know what this entire reference is, which is the best kind of joke. Thank you so much for this incredible... It's okay. Let me even see if I can explain this. It's NADPOD, a D&D podcast that Megan and I both love and listen to. But it's not like even NADPOD like main campaign. We finally found the freaking piece. Let's go, chat. It's not even the main campaign. It's not even like a reference you'd get if you listen to the first, I don't know, 300 episodes of the thing. It's a thing that has only started recently.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
They do these really funny episodes where they do like ridiculous hypothetical questions.
Uh-huh. And on those ridiculous hypothetical questions,
heavily.
way more often than normal is somebody is in a very realistic Grinch suit. So realistic that you can't actually tell if he's the Grinch or not.
Hell, maybe it's even the Grinch himself.
Okay, so let's do this. Hypothetically, if I showed up to Thanksgiving at my mom's house and she was dating somebody and she said, "This is my new boyfriend," and what does she say his name is? Does she have a like, hey, this is Bobby, or does she say, hey, this is Mr. Grinch?
No, it's not Mr. Grinch. It's Steve.
It's Steve. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Steve. If it's not named Mr. Grinch, I think honestly, if we're just gonna get way too deep about this, you know, I'm sure this is what you wanted out of your question, isn't it, babe? You know, my mom's been a widower for a couple years now.
A real deep introspection about your mom's
dating life. My mom's been a widower for a couple years now. She has not really been, you know, I have not met any boyfriends. So I think
what if her first boyfriend was somebody in a really realistic Grinch costume, or hell, maybe even the Grinch himself?
I sort of hate you for this question, babe, and I just want you to know. Of course, I could never hate you. Nothing could make me hate you. But this question is maybe the closest. This question is maybe the closest I've ever gotten.
This is just me being silly NADPOD joke. You truly don't have to answer this question.
But here's the thing: I'm going to take it seriously.
Okay.
I think I probably am just like doing everything I possibly can to be happy for her, to make a great first impression, and then afterwards, I'm gonna ask my sister if she's thinking the same thing I'm thinking, which is that our mom is dating the Grinch.
Yeah.
I think that's what I gotta do. I think I gotta be. Go ahead.
You're a very conflict-averse person, so that's absolutely what you would do. 100%. You probably wouldn't even mention the Grinch costume or the fact that he was the Grinch himself.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Maybe if you got a little bit frisky, you'd be like, "So, what are your plans for Christmas?"
That's a genius way to cover it. Lily Snape, thank you for the follow. That's a genius way to eventually get there, is to be like, hey, so, you know, we get to know him, etc. And then we ask, hey, so what are your plans for Christmas? That's a way to like broach the topic without being like, hey, you're dressed in a fursuit so realistic that I think you might actually be the Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch. I think you might not. You might be the Grinch. There's no way to broach that normally. So you have to be like, talk around it. You got to be like, what are your plans for Christmas?
Yeah. What are your plans for Christmas? Do you have any medical problems?
Do I have any medical problems to ask you? You're the one who called into this show.
No, I meant you could ask the Grinch if he had any medical problems, because his heart's too big.
Like a heart that's a couple sizes too small. You're so smart. Why don't you run the stream? Why am I here? Why aren't you running the stream?
Because I have to go to work.
I'd ask him if he has any pets. You got to ask questions to get to the bottom of who he actually is. Do you have any pets? Max.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What's your daily schedule like? Yeah. What's your daily schedule?
Is self-loathing on your daily schedule?
Exactly. If self-loathing's on the daily schedule, confirmed Grinch.
That.
Confirmed.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's just a Grinch cosplayer. I don't know. Maybe he's a really committed Grinch cosplayer. Maybe some people dress up like Santa in the Twitch chat, by the way. Santa. Never mind. Not going to say it. Just in case anybody's watching. Maybe that's what it is like, some people dress up like a certain person in the holidays, and then other people, like my mom's new boyfriend apparently, dress up like the Grinch and Moonlight.
Yeah. Do you think our daughter would be scared of Steve?
Of Steve? Probably. Can I tell you what the most fucked up thing about this question is?
What?
I hope it doesn't actually make you feel bad. The most fucked up thing about this question is that my stepdad, my mom's deceased husband, loved the Grinch movie. And I can't believe she's going to be dating. I can't believe in this situation that she's dating the main character of her dead husband's favorite movie. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Mom. That's real fucked up.
Oh. Damn.
Anyways, what a great question.
Well,
what a terrible.
I just thought I'd start things off strong. I thought I'd set the energy right for your stream.
You certainly,
and then I'm gonna bail.
You certainly set a certain type of energy. That's for sure.
Well, you know, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody has to do it.
It was so funny when I looked over and realized you were in the Discord call. Like, what?
Well, I was just like driving to work, and I was like, you know what? I was listening to stream, and you hadn't said that you were going to get in the call. Well, you had said you were going to hop over soon, and I was like, I'm just going to put myself in this Discord call because I have the power to do that. And then I will ask him a question. And I thought about asking a question about, like, who do you love most in the world, or, you know, something
deep.
But, you know, who do you love most in the world? I'm afraid that I probably don't win that one anymore.
Oh, I mean, you're awfully close. Probably win.
So it's just like, you know. So I decided to go
you're probably close.
hypotheticals.
No, that's good. That's a great question.
Ask you a question about the Grinch.
Here's my question to you.
Yeah, what's that?
Never mind. I can't actually ask that one on the air. Never mind.
What? Oh
sorry, it was way too frisky for. Never mind. We'll talk later.
So, anyways, if you could play, "You're Still the One" by Shania Twain.
No, listen. You either get a question or a song. No. You don't get a song request and a question. You're crazy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go have a good day at work. I love you.
Okay, I love you. Have fun.
All right.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. How do you ask a question? How do you call in? I'm in the general chat. Just pop on in. Pop on in. Maybe check your microphone before you get in there. I don't know. Unless I should just stay in the streaming chat. Oh, we have our second guest for today's stream.
Hello.
Oh, hello, Evo. How's it going?
Hi, I actually am here to represent two people.
Oh, no. You're calling in with Carly's request.
I am, and Luke's as well.
Luke's as well?
Yes. The worst part is you're surprised about this, but he told me during, like, in-stream chat, so...
I'm being ganged up on.
Well, Luke would like me to let you know to say hi to both Hero and Kingsley.
Aww.
That was his request. And then Carly had a question and a message.
Oh, good.
Her question was, what game will you play with mods next?
Oh. So let's do the math real quick. That's a great question. Let's do the math real quick. Mods. How many of you own either the most recent... Let's start with the most recent. How many of you own the most recent Super Mario Party?
I bought it Saturday, so I own it. Carly does not have it, but she considered buying it.
Okay.
I know at least for those two.
That's 1.5. What about Tony, Mars, and Matt? If any of them are listening, I don't think Tony has
Matt.
it.
I was gonna say I don't think Matt owns a Switch.
I think that's right. I know Mars owns a Switch. We're on to page 2, by the way. Let's freaking go. Yeah, I think that's correct. I would love to play that game with you guys at some point. I think that would be a lot of fun. But I don't know. What else? Do you have any other ideas? Like, what else is on the? Did Carly have ideas?
I mean, we occasionally send each other things we see in Steam.
Yeah,
and I do have a Steam category labeled mod games.
Oh, Evo tracks everything. Can I tell? I don't know if I should give away this secret. I don't know. It's the holidays. We can give away some secrets, right? I don't think this is a secret of yours that you would prefer me not to tell, but can I talk about the spreadsheet?
The funny thing is you have talked about it before on stream, but you go back and forth of, oh, it's a secret. And then at the same time, you'll just be like, yeah, so Evo has this spreadsheet.
In my mind, it's a secret. I guess it's not a secret, but I don't know why. I feel like it was a secret, but... Okay, well since I've already told it then.
You originally told me specifically not to tell anyone, but the other thing with the secret is that Tony has access to it. Because when we did the last Wheel of Games, it was just a sheet added onto the spreadsheet.
That's right. So Tony's got access to it, so it's not a well-kept secret. Okay, so the secret is Evo tracks everything on Evo the detective tracks everything on Google Sheets and just in general on the internet. And I think it was earlier this year, I asked the people of YouTube for game recommendations under 15 hours. And Evo went through every comment on that video and made a spreadsheet with the game, the amount of hours it will actually take according to howlongtobeat.com, how many people recommended it, whether or not it should be played for YouTube or Twitch, and updates that constantly. Like literally yesterday in the Discord, somebody said, I think people were talking about Slay the Princess, and Evo was chiming in and being like, I don't know necessarily that this would be or I think maybe it would be YouTube only. I think Ryan said something at some point. Evo keeps this thing up to date. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that impressive?
Yeah, because it is listed as both YouTube and Twitch on the spreadsheet.
I was going to say, on the spreadsheet, it says both. Outer Wilds Ventures, by the way. So now you're telling me you also have a sheet for, and I use this sheet. Like, I use it because sometimes I'm like, okay, quick little poll, like how many people on this sheet commented about the name of a game? And I'll be like, oh, Evo's already looked up how long the game is to beat. Let me use this spreadsheet. So it's been really helpful.
Which is kind of funny, not to specifically mention the game you are playing on YouTube next, but I love how you're like, I want to play short games. And then the game you chose, my spreadsheet is also color-coded. It is colored red, as in, this is a long game.
Wait. How long does your spreadsheet say that the redacted game is?
I sent you a screenshot of it and in a DM, and I was like, you really said fuck playing short games, huh?
Wait, where? It's not as long as... Okay, you had me nervous there for a second. It's not short, but it's not long. I mean, it's not long.
I mean, it's longer than what you asked for, because you said less than a certain amount of time, and it is longer than that amount of time.
Absolutely. I said less than 15 hours, and it's definitely longer than that, but less than 15 or 20. But that's okay. These two go together. You're right, though. You're 100% right. So it was on the spreadsheet. I didn't actually look at the spreadsheet for this one, so...
You can Control F to find something in the spreadsheet. That's what I did.
Listen, I know how to use Excel. Mostly. A little bit.
It's Google Sheets, actually.
It's actually Google Sheets. That's funny. So I guess the original question was, what game should we play next? I would also be super down to just play like golf with friends one evening. I think that would be a lot of fun. Like that's a good game for just like literally all you do is talk and there's a game happening in the background, which I really like. And I think some of you guys own that too. But yeah, otherwise I'd be interested to see your...
I was reading Joyce's message and responding.
Wow, Eva wasn't listening. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, let me read the message to you now. Evo does all that and also got me through math in college. They're so great. W mod activity, that's most impressive. W in chat for the mods. Agreed. God, I sound 12 years old. W's in chat. Okay, so those are Carly's questions, right? Did I adequately answer them?
Yeah, and then I had one comment from her that I do feel like is fitting.
Interesting.
She would like me to let you know that you are a dingus, and that is all.
I'm just saying, I don't know that you're allowed to represent my dogs in court if you are calling the defendant a dingus on a Twitch stream. That's all I got to say. You're recusing yourself from your position, Carly.
He also calls me a dingus, if that's any, if that helps any.
He also calls me a dingus. What am I even building right now? Where does this go on the ship? I don't even remember. I don't even know. This must be the center. I don't know. I'm just clicking buttons. I'm just pushing things. Perfect. Okay, well,
Yeah,
thank you for
that's all
calling me
I
a
had.
dingus and roasting me a couple different times. I really appreciate it, Evo. Thanks so much for being a part of our
No
community, and
problem.
thanks for all your help this year. It's been really great to have you on the mod team. I'm a super big fan.
All right, bye.
See ya.
Then.
Bye. Oh, hello. Do we have a panda here to call in?
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
Is this on?
This is on.
Oh, hi.
How's it going?
Oh, hi Twitch chat. Hi radio listeners. Hi my
Radio
mom.
listeners,
My
welcome
my
to
dog.
WWIND.
Windigestion.
The W. I don't know why. What I just figured W like radio station W, but and then indigestion. I don't know. Wind. Welcome to Wind. We are all just farts in the wind.
Just farts in the wind. Okay, so I have 2 questions. You can choose which one you want to answer.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I asked the question of the day yesterday. I don't think you answered it yourself.
You're right.
So that is on the table.
Okay.
Secondly, is kind of personal, so I can understand if you don't want to answer it. Is there an anxiety you had about fatherhood that has dissipated somewhat, if not completely, by now?
Dang. Okay, so will you restate the question of the day vaguely for people who may not know it / for me?
Ooh, question of the day yesterday, for those who have forgotten, was not in the Discord. Join the Discord, by the way. Was, is there something that you are proud of doing or proud of going through that you have not had the opportunity to talk about? It could be as something as small as you're on a day streak of brushing your teeth or washing the dishes, or as big as saving a kitten from a burning building when you were 4 years old.
Yeah. Okay. Good question. So I can either answer that, or I can say, is there a fear that I've had in fatherhood that has dissipated? My instant reaction to the fear one was, no, I have more fear than ever. But so that doesn't really count as an answer. You know what I will say? Because I've been thinking about your question of the day since you posted it in Discord yesterday. If you haven't read the responses in Discord, by the way, they're amazing. They're the best. I learned so much about the community and different individuals by their responses, and it made me cry at least twice. But I'll answer that one because I've been thinking about it. And I think I have a kind of boring answer, but I don't know that I care that it's boring. I just care about it. So, is there something I'm proud of that I haven't really told anybody? I have been, since Elle has been born, I have been really, really like I've been on top of, I've been really good at getting up early to get exercise in, or like getting up early to get the day started, or getting up early if she needs me, or getting up early to help Megan if Megan wants to sleep if Megan got home late and needs to sleep somewhere. And I feel like that's not even really like a big deal. But I spent a lot of my life, it's kind of related to your other question too. I spent a lot of my, like I've been running my whole life, right? Like, and that whole time I have really, really struggled with getting up in the morning to do exercise. Like I'm a motivated person, but getting up early in the morning and setting an alarm, even if I set the alarm, I would wake up, I'd be like, nah, I'll do it later. Or like, nah, I'm not actually motivated. And then that caused a lot of like shame and anxiety for me because I'd be like, am I actually even motivated? Am I actually like, do I have terrible like time management? Am I lazy? Am I a million things like that? And a good friend, Megan's brother, actually, my brother-in-law, has assured me for years. I was like, how do you do it? I was like, you have a kid and yet you do this like, oh shit, I fucked something up. I was like, but you're always up at the ass crack of dawn to get your exercise in. And he was like, you'll just do it. It'll just happen and you'll do it. He was like, don't even worry. It'll just happen. And it's kind of just been happening. Like all of a sudden for the last 6 months, I've been getting up I was up at today at like, I had a 7:00 swim appointment. I had earlier this week, Elle woke up at 4:30 and decided she was basically up for the day. And I was like, Meg, you go to bed. I'll hang out with her. And we just do it. You just make it work. And And I'm really proud of that. But also I don't brag about it because it feels just like that's what I signed up for, you know? It's just what I got to do.
Hey, chat, can I get some Fs in the chat for father?
Fs in the chat for father. Fs in the chat for father. That is something to be proud of, Ryan. Don't sell yourself short. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for sure.
All right, now we're at the point of the call where like the question has been answered, and I didn't plan on getting this far, so like,
that's a thank you for the question. Sorry, I'm being silent because I'm sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck I messed this shit up already.
I think the designers of the puzzle messed it up, to be honest.
Yeah, this part is off, I think. But then that part should not be there. Then where did this go? I think I must have skipped a step. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I did skip a step. Okay. We're good. We're just going to have to start over. It's fine. It's actually not all that bad. Panda, thank you for your question. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Okay, calls are open. Yes, Ryan, it's you. It's not you, it's them. Yes, they messed it up with the instructions. You proud, Ryan? You're doing great. Thank you. I mean, I hope I'm doing great. I'm doing. Okay, I messed up this piece. It just needs to shift over a little bit. Meanwhile, I'm here as a teacher being required to wake up at the ass crack dawn. I'm barely able to do it. I feel like my life drains away a little bit each morning. I question whether I'll be able to make it to the end of the school year. I will say, Twisted Hammer, I feel very much so. Like the second half of the answer to the question that we just talked about is this. I'm very lucky because it is it's something I choose to do when I get up every morning at the ass crack. Not every morning, but most mornings at the ass crack of dawn to get my exercise in. And I think that makes all the difference, you know? Like, having to do something because you're required to be paid, you're required to do it to be paid, to me, is very different. Something is still not right here. Oh, this piece shouldn't be here yet. Okay, that piece shouldn't be here yet. So we're here. That all looks correct. Then we go here. These need to move out one more. Oh, we have a caller. Hello, Sven. How's it going?
Giving you that time to find a break in the conversation, we are broadcasting live from colorful Colorado on top of the ski mountain at Eldora Mountain Ski Resort. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. My co-host is here. I'm feeling relieved of my duties in the best possible way because somebody else is managing the airwaves. Over to you, Sven.
That is wonderful. Long-time caller, first-time listener. Viewers want to know. Rumor has it you play video games for a living. Beyond the obvious answer of Pal World and Toontown, what is your favorite game that you have played to date?
This is a great question. I'm loving this. Sven, you have a natural radio voice. I love it. You've got a face for radio. I'm just kidding. What's my favorite game today? I mean, I think I'm building it right now. I think Outer Wilds, but I think that's just I think that's just the answer. Fortunately, unfortunately, whatever. I think that's the answer. I think Outer Wilds is the answer. The part of me that feels uneasy with that being the answer is the part of me that loves Subnautica, The Last of Us, Hollow Knight, frankly, like weird, different types of experience like Factorio, Breath of the Wild, like, yeah. That's the part of it that feels a little uncomfortable narrowing it down to one, but that's a me problem and not a you problem. You asked a good question, and I just gave you a complex answer, you know?
Well, gotta fill those airwaves somehow. Follow-up question. This has long time been wondered by viewers.
Yep.
What about Yennefer makes
you
so
were going to fucking say it, Sven. I was so ready for the Sven question the first time around that I was like, it's going to happen. What about Yennefer scares me, huh? It's just, Sven, can I tell you? It's just a power thing. I just hate powerful women. I can't do it. I just get turned off at the thought of a powerful woman.
Well, viewers, what do you think of that? That is quite the confession.
Oh. No, it's just that Yen. I don't know. Listen, I read more of the Witcher books, and that helped a lot with the understanding of, like, I get it. Yen's hot. We get it. We get it. Yen's powerful. They have a history which I didn't know, which is why. What the fuck do you want me to do? You want me to do what now? Which is why I didn't choose her. Like this.
Well, fair enough, I suppose.
Thank you for the question, Sven.
Well, with that, I think we should, unless you have anything else to add, get on to the next caller.
I think you're right. Thanks, Sven.
All right, signing out.
Oh, what a natural. What a natural. I'm going to turn my my Discord call notifications on, so like the joining a voice call thing, so that I have a notification when somebody pops into the chat. Where is that? That is like is it user join? We'll try this. Somebody join the general chat just so I can check my my settings, my audio settings. I chose Triss because redheads are the right choice. This is supposed to go on here somewhere, but I don't know how. But I was technically supposed to put it on before I put it on the thing. So let's try that. That'll maybe help. There we go. Done. 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 Okay. I don't know what we're building, but we've got one. Right here. Oh shit, it didn't make a noise. Evo and Panda are both back. Neither of them made a noise. Hold up, let me check this. Maybe it's because I have streamer mode enabled. That's probably it. Wait, why is Evo? Evo, it says, is talking, but I don't actually see anything.
I was not talking.
Oh, there
I
you
was
go.
muted.
You were muted, but it had a green circle around your name. It was weird.
The thing I found out with Carly is that Discord likes to have a mind of its own at times.
Discord does like to have a mind of its own. It's an amazing app, and it is also, it's just like, it's funky.
It's funky. I'm glad most of the time it's pretty easy to fix, though, considering, like, problem Carly and I have a lot when we VC is that Discord will just start cutting out my voice. Like, I'll just no longer see the green bubble around my profile. But apparently, like, ending the call and restarting the call fixes it.
Interesting. 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 Evo, do you have a personal question or anything you want to add? Because since you were the messenger for Carly earlier.
No, because my thing was the thing you said you weren't doing today, unless you got bored.
Oh, gotcha. Makes sense. Everyone who enters can just say da-dum. Yeah, if you need to enter the voice call, just say da-dum. Then I'll know that you're here. Just don't scream it, please, because I don't know how to check the audio level before you get in. Shit, I just knocked something off. All right, Evo. All right, Panda. Thanks for testing. Oh, we're making noises. It was streamer mode, it turns out. We're certainly building something. I don't know what it's going to do. Hi, eMaster, by the way. Spence says, I'm glad that bit ended up working as well as it did. That was good. It's funny. How long have we been making that joke? I mean, the Witcher series has been done for, like, probably almost 2 years now or longer. 2 years? Okay, we got a big old plate here. Done. Chatters, you can feel free to call in. You can ask for advice. You can ask me a question. You can tell me a joke as long as any of it is Twitch TOS appropriate. I'm in the Discord general chat if you wanna hop in. Otherwise, I'll happily just build. But okay, this is done. We're setting it aside. Now we're doing some small white pieces. Okay. Let's see here. Call in just to call him a dingus. I can't legally stop you, but you can even call in with a song request if you're if that's the one thing you want to do. I'll let you do it. If you've already asked a question. It's your one thing for the day though. Okay, boom, done. Boom, done. Guys, I'm kind of cranking. We're on step 25. I feel like we're making progress. It's 1:10 p.m. We're on step 25. Out of 320. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jeff's currently out of town on a trip. Also, hello. How you doing? Where's the trip to? Okay, we need a couple. Of... Oh, this is the problem with putting all these pieces in here is now I got to dig through them. We're going to need a 6x, which is there eventually. We're also going to need a 4x, which is there. And then we need 2 of these little other guys. Visiting Tennessee family for Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah. Are you excited to be there, or are you dreading it? It's always so weird around the holidays. And by weird, I mean, God, who would have imagined that the human experience would be so vast? It's always, around the holidays, it's tough because you never know what somebody's going through. You never know if somebody's excited to be seeing family, dreading it. You never know if it's the highlight of someone's year or the low light. Just a gentle reminder that people just be going through shit, you know? This goes here. Okay. That's done. Oh, hello, Ikelos, the card god himself. How are you?
Yo. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening, my favorite Dutch friend. I mean, not my favorite of the Dutch friends, but I didn't say that. One of our Dutch friends.
No, I noted it down. Thank you.
Do you have a question for me or anything?
Yeah. I just wanted to know what is the favorite thing you've learned this year?
Ooh, favorite thing I've learned this year. What a good question. Chat, you're on the hook for this one too. Okay. My favorite thing I've learned this year. I mean, it's been a big year. Everyone in chat is tired of me talking about it constantly. But I don't know. We got a kid now. That's pretty big. I wonder if there's something related to that. My thought is either related to that or I did a lot of I learned some new sports that not completely new, but I kind of learned some new sports this year. I did both. I picked swimming back up after a long time away from it, and I got biking again, doing triathlon stuff because I was injured. But so there's probably some technical stuff that I learned on how to, I learned a lot about how to take care of a bike, and I bought a road bike, and I am, so that's something. But I feel like that's probably not the best answer. That's just I learned it because it was fun and it was interesting. I like learning new sports. I like being a beginner and that kind of stuff, and so there's probably something around there how to, I learned better swimming form, or at least I'm trying to learn better swimming form. I still suck. But I learned you shouldn't give a baby honey until they're a year old. I think they can get an infection, like botulism or some shit. I learned a lot of baby stuff like that. I learned how long you're allowed to keep breast milk, like how long it's usable for after it's been out of the refrigerator. I learned like a lot on no water for infants because they can actually get like malnutrition or like under they can get like kind of starved by if they drink water because it doesn't have any nutrients in it. I learned the best way to wipe a butt for sure. I learned I prefer butt spatulas for spreading butt paste around, diaper paste around, you know, a lot on this kind of thing.
Fair.
Yeah. But I
learned a lot just by this asking this question.
I also learned some, you know, if we want to get like a little deep about it too, like in my relationship with Meg, like I learned that we have slightly different there are slightly different like and of course this is obvious for everyone, but like I learned the specifics of how we have different like priorities. Like Megan with Elle is super like safety conscious. Like that's her biggest worry. The thing she worries about, the thing she focuses on is like super safety conscious. And I obviously value that, but I also for me, like a thing I really value is like I really want her to have a home that is free of stress. I think it's probably because of some stuff growing up with me personally, but I'm like, my number one goal is like, she will not live in a house where parents yell at each other, where we are super stressed about shit that does not matter. Like, it will be calm. It will be stress-free as much as possible. And so that's been an interesting, like, a thing I learned in my relationship is like, you know, that means that because we're a team, like, that means I really need to I need to think about the safety stuff from Megan's perspective and be like, yes, I absolutely do need to buckle her into this thing because it will make Megan at ease, even though I think it's probably fine. If she falls out of it, she'll fall 6 inches to the carpeted floor. It's probably fine. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure.
How's that for way too deep of an answer to your question?
No, I like it.
Did you learn anything this year? What'd you learn?
I learned a lot about bureaucracy.
Ooh, interesting. From your job?
Yeah. So
I learned a lot about bureaucracy.
I'm an idealist, so I like if some things really work out, but bureaucracy is kind of working against it sometimes.
Yeah,
and it's hard to see it with my own eyes, you know.
Is it super frustrating when you encounter something that you're like,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, in an ideal world, none of this shit would happen. Like,
yeah, and there's so much wasted on just paperwork where the solution is just do something, you know. But
yeah, instead we have to have this weird. Yeah. No, that makes sense. How long have you been at your current job? Was that something?
Almost 2 years now, I think.
Okay. I feel like you've been a part of the community since you've had it. I don't remember though.
No, I've got it while I was a member here.
Yeah.
I was time jobless for a couple months, and then I tried to do this, even though I have no experience or something in it. And just went out and said, I'm very passionate about the environment. Can I help in any way? And they said, yeah, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know your work was related to the environment.
Yeah, I do environmental.
Can you tell me the vague outline of what kind of stuff you
I do research for workers or for builders if they want to create something here in the Netherlands. They have to go through paperwork, of course, but to make sure there is not something in the ground or in the air or people around them won't be have a problem with the project. And I do the basic research for that.
Nice. I'm freaking missing a piece, by the way. Never mind, it's right here. Never mind. God damn it. I swear I was missing it, and then I found it. Son of a gun.
Another question: do you think you are gonna finish the spaceship still?
So that was unfortunately that was your number one question. Thanks so much for. I'm just gonna kick him real quick. Yeah, one question at a time, of course. Okay, I'm gonna read through some answers here, because other people are answering how to what they learned this year. A little turd. High speeds. Have you learned how to use a small portable fan to dry baby's butt before putting a clean diaper back on? Whoa, no, that's brand new. I never heard that before. I don't know what this piece is right here. No, I never heard that before. Chat, what do you think this piece is? This thing right here. It's like orange? I don't see an orange piece. Is it this? It doesn't look like that. I learned that people on the internet aren't quite as terrifying as my brain was telling me that you were. Also that I can be accepted into community. My therapist loves you guys almost as much as I do for this. Aw, we're so happy to have you here, Catilla. So happy. Maybe it has a sticker? There's an idea. Is there any way it's in a different bag? It should be in this bag, right? Oh, it does have a sticker. It's brown. It's brown. It's brown. It's brown. Found it. It's brown. I learned how to sew certain things this year. First time I sewed a blouse. First time I sewed a petticoat. First time I sewed a stays/corset adjacent thingy. Hell yeah. Oh my god, quick roll. Or quick poll. Does Ryan finish the spaceship? LMAO, no. Listen, if I needed a community that believed in me, I'd go elsewhere. I know what I'm in for with you guys. What else did people love? Or what else did people learn? Sorry. 2 people said yes. Who are those 2 people? I appreciate you. That's kind of cool. It was you, Joyce. Thank you. I believe in you. Excuse me? Now it says there's a big fucking flat white piece. Am I losing my mind? Where? Where? What do you mean? I don't see a big freaking flat white piece. What the fuck? It's like 6 by something. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You guys can still believe in me. I found it. I found it. I found it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I found it. Oh my god, we have a chatter. Hello, Everett. How's it going?
Hello.
How long have you been there for? I hope it wasn't forever.
I've been here for like, it's 10 seconds.
Okay, okay, good. How's it going?
So I'm doing good. I have run a couple of marathons and I'm thinking about going to ultra marathons. So my question for you is kind of like, what made you want to get into ultra marathons and how did you get started?
Ooh, okay. First off, you didn't ask this, but I'm going to tell you it anyways. You should try it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no reason to not try, other than maybe injury. But mostly there's no reasons to not try. You should try ultramarathons, because otherwise you'll just never know, right? You'll never know if you enjoy it. You'll never know if it's something you're good at or like bent towards, or you should just try it. So first off, just general encouragement. What like interested me or like got me into them, or like why did I try them? So it was like 2015, 2016. I graduated undergrad, and I went out to everybody take a shot, to get a master's degree in creative writing. And when I did that, I went a long way from home to California. I got very lonely and depressed, and for the first time in my life, for the first time in a very long time, I was not like on a running team and spending like 20 hours of my week like doing running team stuff and like working really hard and like getting fit. In fact, I took a break from running. I took like probably 3-4 months off, and I discovered that that was really, really, really bad for my brain. And so this is a long story, but I'll make it quicker. And so I took like 3-4 months off. I was in a super bad place mentally, and I was like, I have to get back to running. Like, it's the most important thing I could do for my mental health right now. And so I started running, and since I lived in California in this like really beautiful place, like near Tahoe, near like a bunch of really amazing, beautiful trails, I just started doing that. And I started going out there and doing trail stuff there. And I really liked it. And the one problem I sort of had with running at that point, I was kind of ready to like stop running for a long time, or at least for a little while. Like I was tired of running. I was sick of running. But and the reason for that was that I was really, really tired of like running on the track and on the roads and doing this like constant comparison to your time from last week and constant comparison to other people's times from last week. Like you run an 8K, like the race I ran in college, you knew every single week what every single one of your teammates did. You know what you did the week before. Like it's this comparison game that is really, really exhausting, and it was not like serving me at all. And I was really tired of it, and I really didn't want to run. And then I stumbled upon, I went to this trail. I went to this green place out in the middle of California, and I ran because I'd always liked trail running. And I ran on some trails, and I was like, oh my God, that was so amazing for my brain. And I finished running, and I ran like probably like 5 miles, which was a lot for me back then. And I finished running, and this old woman came down the trail. She was running, and she said hello, and she said, "Are you training for the AR-50?" And I said, "No, I don't know what that is." And she says, "Oh, I thought maybe you were training, or like I thought maybe you were doing it too." And I was like, "What is it?" And she goes, "It's a 50-mile race that happens on this trail every April." And I was like, "No, no." I was like, "But you're doing it?" She was like, "Yeah, it's in like 3 weeks." I was like, "How long are you running today?" She was like, "I'm doing like 30 miles." I was like, "What the fuck? Like, what?" You know, like I'm a college runner. Like I feel very, for probably worse, but also maybe for a little bit better. Like I am really proud of a lot of the running that I've done in my life. And this like old lady, quote unquote, was out here like doing 30 miles on a casual Sunday, and I was struggling through 5. And I was like, what the fuck? And so anyways, I was like, okay. We talked a bit, and it was just like stuck in the back of my head. And so I started trying out, like I started like looking up ultra marathons near me. And the Bay Area / that area is really good for it because there's amazing stuff all over the place. But yeah, I started looking stuff up, and then what I found, the short version, despite this already being a really long answer, is like what I found and what I really liked was no one ever asked what your time was. Period. No one ever, during any of those races when you finished, no one ever asked what your time was. They always asked about like the experience or something else, and that was very foreign to me, coming from the roads and the track and etc., where your time is everything. And I really, really liked it. That's why I still do it. Thanks for asking that question. I got excited. I got emotional just talking about it again. Hi, Rebecca.
Yeah, thanks. Good answer, I think.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the answer. Yeah, I think I'll definitely keep with that.
Have you ever done any of the like? Have you ever had that feeling with the like with any road or track stuff or road races or anything where it's like, I like this, but I'm tired of like chasing the same PR or like tired of like measuring. Some people don't. Some people don't get this like this. So I don't know. Like some people really enjoy
Yeah,
comparing themselves to
definitely.
last year. You know?
I was like, so in high school, I was pretty fast. I was like
Yeah.
in like the shorter distances. So ever like since I have fallen off from that peak, I feel like I've been uh, just trying to go up in distance instead of down in time.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's probably better for me.
Yeah. I also think there's just so much more to learn, like when you go at longer distances. Like, I think like one of the things I really enjoy about it is if I were to go train for a 5K right now, that could be fun. That could be like, could be difficult. Could be like, it could be a learning experience, etc. But I think the thing I would learn would be a thing I've spent a lot of my life already learning, which is just like, you work hard, you put in the time, you'll get faster. I don't know that I need to learn that lesson anymore. I think I've pretty much learned it. Like what I want to learn now is like when you want to quit, but you don't have an option because you're 18 miles in the fucking wilderness and the finish line is 12 miles away. Like that's the lesson I want to learn is like, what do you do? What can you do? Like, how do you stay positive or problem solver? Like that's a lesson I feel like I can keep learning. Not like, how do you just get faster? I don't know. I like that's, oversimplifying it or whatever, but like to me that's part of it too. Is I'm like, I don't feel like I need to learn that anymore. But I also think people come to run. Yeah. I think people come to running for such different reasons too. That my other thing is just like, I don't know. I'm never gonna hate on somebody for like doing a lot of road stuff, especially if they can find like if they're feeling fulfilled doing it. I just could not. Not for long, anyways. Yeah.
All right.
Good question.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for the answer.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for asking it.
All right.
All right. See you, Everett.
See you.
Ryan, are you originally from California? No, I'm from Indiana. But I went out there for 2 years. Reb says, I'm on the verge of an anxiety attack, so I decided to drop by, hang out with you lovely people for a bit. No, I hope you're okay, Rebecca. We get some hugs in chat. Once I finished with my college athletics career, it was so weird. What did you do in college, Lucy? Like what sport? Speeds learned this year that people are very hard and complex, and TBH, a lot of stuff about myself and my value as a person. I hope you learned this year, Speeds, that your family doesn't get to determine how you feel about yourself. Hope that's not too on the nose. I learned that I can cook and bake this year. All I need to do is read and follow the recipe. Ooh. Evo, call him a dingus? Me? I ain't no dingus. Volleyball. Whoa, dope. That's a sport I know nothing about. Holy shit. Oh, hello. Joyce.
Hey there.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. The thing scared me. The ding scared me.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
How dare you? How dare you call into my call-in show? Welcome to the call-in show. Hello, Joyce.
Thank you. So I had a couple of small questions that probably wouldn't take too long to answer.
Perfect.
But the first one, I was wondering if you could sell me on Soma because it sounds like it's up my alley, except for that I'm just a huge weenie. So,
okay. Do you want sold on playing it or watching it?
Playing it.
Okay. Here's the thing with Soma. I do think it's scary.
Okay.
But I also think it might be the most interesting philosophical game I've played. And frankly, I don't know that I need to add game in there. I think it's one of the most interesting philosophical, like ethical, like etc. like things I've experienced. I truly walked away from my playthrough having changed my mind on what I would call one of the like big issues of like philosophy in life. That's how much it changed me.
Interesting.
I
Okay.
literally, in the middle of one of the episodes, I went, oh my God, I might be wrong. Oh my God, I'm reconsidering. that's how much it I don't know. Just I
Okay.
mean, that's the vouch I
mean,
have for it is.
that's a lot, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Was it ever so scary that it was like you weren't sure if you could do it? You couldn't get through it?
I think that's a good question. I think if I'd have played it a couple years ago, I think the answer might have been yeah. But unluckily, thanks to these turds in Twitch chat, I've played a couple more games now, and so I didn't feel like I would not finish it. But I should also do it justice and be like, it also has maybe one of the scariest moments that I've played.
Okay.
So like it has its scares for sure.
That's
I think
good to know.
Yes, it has its scares. I would feel remiss if I did not mention that. But it's generally the scares are not particularly long, and I would say this is a game I would also recommend. I don't know if this is an option for people. I would say there's probably a way to like minimize scares if you really wanted to play it but you were scared of getting
Evo
scared.
says there's a setting.
Oh, is there? Oh shit, I didn't even remember that. There may be a setting. I would also say you could probably just walk through the parts that are scary, like do a walkthrough or follow a walkthrough for the parts that are scary. Because I think it's very worth experiencing either way. And I wouldn't let the scares get in the way if you can avoid it. But
okay.
But yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Thank you for answering that question.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Okay, I had another unrelated question. That is, what is your top Thanksgiving dish?
Dude, stuffing. I love stuffing.
Stuffing?
And I don't get it very often.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember if Megan's mom makes it. I didn't have it at my mom's Thanksgiving this year. And I think Meg's mom makes it, so I maybe get it once a year. I like stuffing. Do you have a favorite dish?
I'm either the mashed potatoes or the green bean casserole. I'm not a big stuffing fan because I don't like the texture as much. I'll eat it, but it's
Texture's
just
a little weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes is a solid. We do a thing in the Midwest. Wait, Joyce, are you from the Midwest or no? I don't remember.
No, Texas.
Texas, okay. There's a thing in the Midwest, specifically like right around Indiana. We make a thing called chicken and noodles, which is not just chicken. It's like chicken and like a pasta-based what's the word? Like a specific kind of noodle, and then we pour it over mashed potatoes.
Oh.
And so that
sounds
bomb.
good.
The mashed potatoes are so good in chicken and noodles. It's
sounds
really
extremely
good.
Midwestern.
It's very Midwestern.
But it does sound delicious.
How can we get more carbs in our carbs? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is really good. I guess my backup answer would be I really like sugar cream pie, which is also a Midwestern thing, but like
yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yep. It sounds sexual, but it ain't. It's just it comes from the Depression era. It's made with like super easy ingredients. And it's like it's delicious. But yeah.
Very cool. Can you describe it a bit more, since I just don't know what it is at all?
Hold up, let me look it up because I never remember how to.
I guess I can Google it too.
I never remember how to even describe it. If you Google it, what pops up is Hoosier sugar cream pie. So it's literally very, very Indiana.
Indiana.
It's a custard pie made with a simple filling of cream, sugar, and cornstarch or flour. It's been made in Indiana since the 19th century, when fresh fruit was precious and eggs were not a common ingredient. Yeah, you make it without eggs mostly.
This is like
it's got cinnamon on top of it. That's another key
chess
too.
Pie?
Cheaper what? Sorry?
It's like a cheaper chess pie, I think. A chess pie has eggs. But I think it's like
chess pie. I've never heard of chess pie. It looks a lot like chess pie. Flour, butter, sugar, eggs, sometimes milk. Characteristic of southern United States cuisine. Interesting. I have never had this, but I'm very interested in it because it looks a lot like sugar cream pie.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Cool.
There you go. We both learned something. I just learned what chess pie is. Joyce learned what sugar cream pie is.
Nice. 2 little regional pies that we've just shared with each other. Okay.
Pie is so good. Better than cake. We can all agree. Every person in this chat can agree that pie is better than cake, right, chat?
Listen, I'm on team cake. I was a pie hater for a long time. I'm not a pie hater now, but I'm still cake's better.
You were a pie hater?
When I was a kid, I was a pie hater as a child. Not anymore. I love pie.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Perfect. Thank you, Joyce.
Of course. Thank you.
See you.
And before I go, you're a dingus.
No! That's 2 dinguses. Dingus counter is up to 2. Pie has a bad texture most of the time. I hate when people have super legitimate claims about texture, because I'm like, you're right, I want you to enjoy it, and so I would never be like, you're wrong, but... Ooh, this song's a banger. I'm a brownie guy, personally. I also like brownies. I mean, not a dang thing wrong with brownies. You'll never catch me shit-talking brownies. We don't even know why. I gotta say, so far, the call-in show is living up to the hype. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Just chill vibes, good music. I sound like a bro at a frat party. Just chill vibes, good music, good conversation. Give me ice cream. I mean, ice cream supremacy shall never be touched. It's true. But ice cream with your pie, or ice cream with your cake, or ice cream with your brownie. Then you got the best of both worlds. This song is also a banger. Is this that, what song is this? Is this like, Oblivion? Guys, we're making progress. Oh shit, there are 2 more bags. And by 2, I mean a lot of bags to go. But we're getting there. Step 44. Okay, this is complex. I love the Hatsune Miku cover of this song. Why is the name Hatsune Miku familiar to me? Hatsune Miku. Because she is very famous. Okay. Because, Ryan, she's famous. Oh, hello.
Howdy.
Speeds! Let me turn you up real quick. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. Better now that I've heard your voice.
Oh, thank you. I'm flattered. Yours as well.
How's it going?
So I got
What's up?
pretty solid. I got 2 questions. Excuse the sick voice.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, so I got 2 questions. One
Yeah.
kind of deep, the other one not pretty silly. I'll
Okay.
give you the silly one first.
Okay.
So what are like some of your like comfort games, comfort movies, comfort media that you're like super into right
Ooh.
now or in general? Yeah.
Okay. Comfort stuff. I
Like
am.
off stream or
Say that again.
like off stream or on stream or whatever.
I actually posted about this in the Discord I think literally yesterday, but I have been, it's not up here. I've been replaying Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy Advance.
That's a good one.
Just the last couple weeks since we've been like back into Pokemon.
Yeah.
And listen, hot take on the Pokemon games, and Speeds is the exact right person to do this for because Speeds knows this shit better than me.
expecting this.
Hot take is a person who's played basically 0 Pokemon games after like Gen 3. I think everybody always says Gen 1 has all the nostalgia but none of the gameplay. None of the goods, right? It's all bad. It's got no good. It's before there was like experience share or any of that stuff. Before there was like special versus physical or whatever.
Yeah.
But listen, you can pry those games from my cold, dead hands. Nothing gets my heart going like showing up to Brock with a Pikachu in my slot 1, hoping and praying I'm gonna be able to walk out of there alive.
Yeah.
The real talk, I've been playing it, and I'm like, this is actually like I can't believe I leveled my Pokemon so high back when I was 10 years old.
So I have this theory about little kid gaming versus the gaming we do now. I think little kids have this like ability to just plow through a game. So a good example of this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky. Goated game.
Okay.
Hard as shit. If you don't know
Interesting.
what you're doing, if you don't know what you're doing, you're screwed. Little me played with the hardest Pokemon, Phanpy, because Phanpy gets no moves. Played with the hardest thing, beat the final boss. I won't spoil it.
Okay.
And I tried playing it again, and I can't do it. I'm overthinking, and it's not good.
You know what the adult version of that is? The adult version of that is like the little. You're probably onto something. The little kids can just like absolutely grind this shit. But the adults, what they can grind is like resetting for shinies.
You're okay. I feel insulted. I'm doing that literally as we're talking right now.
What are you grinding for? What and for what?
It's in Ultra Sun and Moon. Once again, I have my opinions on this crap game. I didn't say anything. And I'm shiny hunting a Gen 5 Pokemon, Tornadus, one of the ugliest Pokemon.
Dude,
I think
that is an ugly. This is the other thing is that I play Pokemon Go, and every time I get a new generation of Pokemon in Pokemon Go, I'm like, you're telling me your legendary is Tornadus is wild.
Yeah, he's ugly.
What were they thinking? It's like there's no like, it's 3 things at once.
Yeah, so I can go through what they're based on. I follow this YouTube channel as well that does a lot of like Pokemon lore and like
of course
the
Speeds knows the
history
answer.
behind.
I'm here rhetorically. What are they thinking? And Speeds is like, well, actually, I do know the answer.
I do, and like it's like Chinese lore. It's like it's like, oh yeah, sorry.
They want you to vacuum your own room.
I'll do it. Yeah. Okay, no worries. Sorry, I was summoned.
You're good. You're good.
But we're good. So it's like Chinese lore, Japanese lore, Korean all together, and it's based on like these different like deities from each. It's pretty crazy.
Gotcha. So did they combine those in one Pokemon, or did they make them each their own Pokemon? That lore you're talking about.
Oh yeah, no. So Tornadus, Landorus, Thundurus, and then the worst one, Enamorus, the newest one. They're all based on this like ancient like Chinese this group of deities based on like harvest and air and thunder and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And unfortunately, there's going to be more according to the YouTuber I watch. Yeah, so there should be like 2 more. It's not great.
Speeds, can I ask you one question?
Sorry, I had to close my door.
You're good.
Yeah, I know. So
can I ask you a question now?
Sure.
What's your opinion on the Pokemon Wiglet?
Ugh.
Did you say Thank God. Thank God. If you were a Wiglet defender, I was about to be so upset.
No. Listen, my favorite generation, it is so weird. My favorite gens are Gen 5, Gen 4. I grew up with Gen 4. And Gen 9, where Wiglet is from. But that's purely because of like story. I love Pokemon games with good story.
Yeah.
And Gen 4 is nostalgia. If you're not playing Platinum, you're playing a C-tier game. And that's coming from me, who is a huge DS Gen defender.
Yeah, it's so funny because I like you were there for a lot of it, but like I played a little bit more of like, you know, I played more Pokemon than I had a couple years ago. I ventured into the waters of like some remakes of like Gen 2 and 3, I think, and then is Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, is that Gen 4?
That's unfortunately a pathetic excuse for Gen 4.
Yeah. I got a little bit further, and then I was like, you know what? Turns out I'm gonna stick to my old stuff for now.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's completely fair.
But I do think I would like to venture out again at some point. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I am a huge Gen 5 supporter. If you love good story, Gen 5 is right there.
Okay.
Gen 9 is great if you can get past this the glitches and the graphics and
Is that Arceus or is that Scarlet Violet?
That's Scarlet Violet.
Okay,
Scarlet Violet's
okay.
a great game. It's just so unfortunate how rushed it was. And
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
It's okay. I feel like that. I mean, at some point, right? That has to that takes a back seat, right? Or is that not the case? Like, if it was rushed, but then they've been patching it, right? And it
Oh, they patched it and they didn't really do much because then they released the DLC. Yeah, the DLC that you pay for, you pay $30 for both. It's so bad because it's basically base. Yeah, it's base Scarlet and Violet. But a lot smaller with more spawns, so the game in some areas runs really, really, really badly. Yeah, and then the water. Do not go in the water. Your game will shit itself.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. The game will shit itself. It's really bad.
What are they doing to our Pokemon, man?
Ugh.
Why?
I'm only here because I am a sucker for great characters and great character design. And Pokemon, and good music. Pokemon is one of the couple of games that I think has a banger soundtrack no matter what the game is.
Yeah. I do think Pokemon music has a way straight to my nostalgic heart that nothing else does. You know?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's
even the
pretty
old stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, and I've been having a blast playing Pocket and Go as you have as well.
Yeah. So out of completely nowhere, and do not take this as a promise at all. Would you recommend Arceus over Scarlet Violet or Scarlet Violet over Arceus?
No, Arceus over Scarlet Violet. Yes.
Everyone keeps saying Arceus is amazing.
It is very good. It's so it's pretty short.
That's good. That's good for me.
Yeah, it's short. Like I think it's only I want to say 40 to 50 hours at most.
Oh, okay. That's less short than I thought.
Yeah. I mean, it will get compared to Scarlet and Violet, where you want to do everything and complete the decks. If you want to complete the decks in this game, it'll take you much, much longer. But I doubt you want to do that.
Yeah.
But Arceus, the way I can describe it is that it kind of feels like the Pokemon game that every kid wanted back in 2010 when the Wii came out.
Gotcha.
Because it was just it's not completely open world, but it's just open world enough where you're not getting too lost in it.
Yeah.
And also it kind of feels like a Dark Souls game a little bit.
Interesting.
In this, yeah, but for babies.
For babies.
Yeah, I mean, you can just be running and the one thing I will quote unquote spoil you for is watch out for Paris. Paris is a menace.
Paris the Pokemon?
Yes.
Is it menace?
A menace.
That's wild.
Oh yeah, so you as a person in this game can get status conditioned and stuff, and I will say that's all I will say.
So they finally made Paris a useful Pokemon. Interesting.
Useful in air quotes. I still wouldn't use Paris. He's still bad, but But I recommend Arceus, whether by yourself or on stream. If you want to stream it, I could definitely help you out with that. But
yeah,
it's a phenomenal game. The story is a little lackluster, which kind of stinks, but other than that,
the thing I would say is that I don't know that it's basically. If I were to come back to Pokemon, I think Arceus is where I would lean at this point, but I don't. But obviously that's a big old if. So.
But that's fair. No, I mean I get it. It's definitely a tough game to come back to.
Yeah. The other thing I would say is so Pokemon is the comfort stuff. Pokemon a little bit. I have a movie I try and watch every winter, which is a comfort movie for me. It's called Harvey. I recommend it. This is the time of the year when I start talking about it constantly for people who have never heard of it before or have heard me talk about it before. It's called Harvey.
Dog, is it?
Say again.
It's not one of the dog movies, is it? I feel like that's not it.
No, it's an old black and white movie, and there's a invisible rabbit. in the movie, and it's very old. It's really lovely. It just reminds me of some family members, and just like puts me in a good, nostalgic sort of. It's like a feel good. That's what I would say.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I love comfort seasonal movies as well.
Yeah.
I tried doing a one horror movie a day for Halloween. I only missed one, and that was yeah. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like had my deep question and then I lost my
Yeah.
deep question. Oh, I remember it now. Okay, so I guess it'll be. I'm trying to word it properly, but
Sure.
what does like the word nostalgia mean to you?
I think
Like
nostalgia
your
is
own.
one of those interesting things where I feel like it kind of nostalgia is interesting because I think it's got this like partially it has a little bit of a bad rap. And I think the way I would phrase that is that like I think nostalgia can be a form of like escapism or a form of escape generally. And so I think that's partially where that comes from. Is like it's this warm fuzzy feeling that you get not because you are actually feeling that, but because you're living in the past is the way I would like oversimplify it or whatever, right? But I also think that like nostalgia is to me at its like best or whatever. I think nostalgia is also just partially just memory. It's just like maybe it's selective memory, but it's just like it's picking in a world where you just get so little control over what happens to you day to day or like where your brain is headed. Like your brain is driving the bus, right? And sometimes you're just along for the ride. But like nostalgia at its best can just be a way where you're like, now we're taking this route today, Like I don't know, that's how I think of it. Like so I think for me a lot of like music that I listen to, or if I'm like specifically looking for something more nostalgic, that's what I'm like doing. Or I don't think I'm like escaping from my current life as much as in that moment, as much as I am just like just trying to remember like some of the best times, or some of the just trying to have a little like power over the direction my brain's headed that day. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of that too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's nostalgia comes up as a negative when it's in place of substance, like live action Disney, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, I think that the other part of this is that like nostalgia is a hell of a thing to capitalize on, right? Which I think is what you mean, and what Tactical Fluke is saying is like, yeah, like monetize nostalgia sucks. That's for years my biggest problem with like for years I've been like a bit grinchy around Christmas because I'm just like, I hate how commercial this is, and I hate how like my nostalgia is being sold back to me. I can't, like
you're preaching to it. Yep.
It makes me hate. I just want to feel that. I don't want to feel it so that I can be sold it, like so that I can be sold something like I don't know.
And it feels like getting earlier and earlier every year too, like with Christmas.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't even enjoy Halloween is my favorite holiday, and like felt like couldn't even enjoy that because I walk into stupid Target and there's like Christmas trees. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely can see a lot of what you're saying for sure. I do understand the escapism thing. I think I'm guilty of using nostalgia as an escape, especially since I have like Stockholm syndrome when it comes to things like Pokemon, who I know is bad, and I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna sit here because I played this game when I was like 8 years old, and I'm just gonna keep on playing it no matter what. And then I always am like,
it's like anything though, right? Like unquestioning, uncritical, like diving into that. Sure, that might be like bad, or that might be a an escape that is doing you more harm than good. But like if you're questioning, if you're doing it and also taking a chance occasionally to like question why you're doing it or like what you're getting out of it, like then I think you're being a more active participant in the thing, and it's probably
for sure. I mean, like going back to the Disney live action things. Oh my! Like I did a thing where, so I have this new bit now where I don't watch any Disney movies on Disney Plus because I don't want to give the mouse money to make more live action.
Yeah.
So and I did this thing with my friend where we watched every single live action, but on a website that was not Disney Plus. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And yeah, like a lot of them, if not most of them, like a good 80% were horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, there's nothing like, there's no life in this. It's
There's
just
no there,
released.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And they're making a Lilo and Stitch one now too, and I'm just like, and I see more and more. No hate to any of the actors or people involved, but the writers, I'm just like, oh no, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like I had these movies on VHS when I was like 7 or 6. And like they're great, and they're great, and like and there are people out there who like sort of like are sort of blinded by that nostalgia, and it's kind of like, why are we defending this? Why can't we just like move on and like realize that this isn't good?
I tend to believe though that in the long run, and I don't know if I believe this because it's true or I believe it because I want to, but I tend to believe that in the long run that like it all like you in the long run you can tell. In the long run, when the thing is like soulless and doesn't actually have legs and it has nothing like to it, kind of like you were saying, then like it just doesn't actually succeed because sure they're like cashing in on your nostalgia, but like you still leave with a bitter. At least enough people, I hope, leave with a little bit of a bitter taste in their mouth that it's like this doesn't like win the game of like winning people's hearts in the long run, you know?
Not at all. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for answering my questions.
Dude, of course. Thanks for calling in. Good luck on the shiny.
Yeah.
How many encounters are you at so far?
Oh my god, 600 something right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, not even my longest one. My longest one was Ho-Oh.
Yeah.
And I got it in gonna drop some competitive Pokemon lore on for everybody in chat. And I think I mentioned this once before. I had a Ho-Oh that I found it in like 50 encounters, and I'm like, oh my god, this is great, whatever.
Yeah.
And I had a Mew on my team, and Mew's ability is Synchronize, and Ho-Oh has this ability called there's a move called Burn Up. It's one of the new moves from Generation 7.
Okay.
And what Burn Up does is it supposedly burns up your fire type. So after you use the move, you lose your fire type. So Ho uses it. It used Burn Up, hit Mew, burned Mew. Mew has this ability Synchronize, which I use for natures and stuff. But it synchronized the burn back onto Ho-Oh now that it's no longer a fire type because fire types can't get burned. And I watched this Ho-Oh kill itself while throwing Pokeballs at it, and it's a shiny Ho-Oh. And so I I failed it. And so it took me another 1,600 encounters to find it, which isn't bad if you see how long other people who shiny hunt do it, but like, oh my god, it was pretty bad.
That's gotta suck. That's a bad feeling. Or leaves a bad taste in your mouth when that happens.
It sure does. So fingers crossed for this one.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Good luck, dude.
Thank you. Good luck on the Lego.
Hey, thank you.
Yep, bye.
See ya. Good stuff. That's devastating. That's pretty devastating. Guys, we're cranking, by the way. I mean, I don't know what we're building, but we're building. I mean, this is a cockpit, but, you know, we're building it. We're building it. Guys, I gotta blow my nose. Oh, hello. Oh, hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's it going?
It's good.
Hi, Tony. Hey, Tony, you have to entertain chat for 2 seconds. I have to go blow my nose.
Oh, cool. Okay. Hi, chat. What's going on? We have a delay here, though, between what I can see on stream and what I'm responding to. But cool, I'm in charge of stream, so let's see. I'm just gonna give VIP to everyone I see in chat right now.
Interesting.
So,
Very interesting. I left for 2 seconds.
I don't actually think I have the power to do that, or if I can, I don't know how to do that.
You can try it with one person. Pick one person and try. Just hit /VIP, then space, then type their name. We'll learn today if that's possible.
I don't have permission to perform that.
No permission? Damn it.
Sorry, Danny. I tried. You were the first name I saw when he said that.
How's it going?
It's good. I've been in and out today with the family, trying to tune in where I can. So
yeah,
hopefully,
I mean, home with the family is a good reason
been,
to.
Yeah, I hope I'm not repeating any questions here. I've caught some of them, but not all of them.
How dare you if you do?
But I have 2 for you.
Okay.
The first one is I think something.
And then I'll decide.
No.
Ask
Listen,
your good one.
You have to answer both of my questions, or chat will revolt.
If it's
okay?
a bad one, I don't know that I will. If it makes me mad.
The first one, I think I asked you last year when you did this.
Okay.
So I'll ask it again. Is there anything? And let's put L to the side for a second, because I'm sure that would be the answer. Is there anything specific you're looking forward to in the next year that is maybe not related to L?
Yeah.
Whether it's a stream thing, a personal thing, what's like the next big thing you're looking forward to?
That's a great question. I mean, if I have the opportunity to, let me do a work one and a personal one. If I have the ability, no, I'm going to do 2 work ones. If I have the ability to pimp some stuff that we're working on right now for early January, that's all I'll say. We have some very, 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 very exciting stuff happening in early January on stream that I'm really, really, really excited for people to just be able to see. That's one. But one more work one. There's also I'm just excited to keep playing new games. Like, especially, sorry, my voice is kind of fading a little bit. With the announcement today, it'll be happening in just a couple days. Like a new video will be, a new series will be starting on YouTube. That I am like truly addicted is the wrong word. I really, really, really like that feeling. I really like putting out new stuff. I like seeing people get excited. I feel lucky that people do get excited. I look forward to that every time. That's not old. That feeling is not old. So that's the work stuff. I'm just excited to keep playing new games. New to me. Old games, actually. Probably at least 5 years old. But outside of work, what am I most excited for? Oh, I have a big goal for next year that I have not really talked at all about, but and it's not 100% sure, but like personally, since I can't mention L stuff, I am probably going to try to do a half Ironman triathlon next year. I've been training a lot for like the swimming and biking stuff. And like we were talking about earlier, like I've done ultra, like long distance running a lot, but I have never done any long triathlon stuff, and I'm excited to try that. There's also a possibility that I'll sign up for a 100 miler again. We have one picked out that I might do. So yeah, I'm excited to try those.
How long's the triathlon?
How long is the triathlon? So triathlon is weird. They have very weird distances. So there's an Ironman triathlon, which is the biggest, longest distance, which is not what I would do because I am not ready. And in those, you do a 2-mile swim, a little bit longer than 2-mile swim. You do a what's the math? 140 minus 26 is like 114. You do like a 112-mile bike, and then you run a marathon. So that's like a 12, 13, 14-hour deal. Like it's a full day. You swim 2 miles, bike 112, and then run a marathon 26. So I would want to do, my goal next year is to do half of that. So to do a half Ironman, which is swim a bit over a mile, then bike 56, then run a half marathon. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Oh, I mean, don't say it's impressive yet. I haven't done it.
Listen, the
It's
idea of
impressive
even
when other people
considering
do
it
it
is impressive to me.
for sure. It's really impressive when other people do it. It's been fun. It's been I don't know why running comes up so much on these streams, but like streaming is like the thing I do publicly that I talk about a lot, right? Like I play the games, I hang out with people who are excited about the games that I play, etc. Running and like biking and like exercise stuff is my like little corner that I get to care about for like 30 minutes to an hour each day of completely like it's none of it's public facing, none of it's for content or whatever. I think that's why I just like having a little corner of something completely unrelated to video games and YouTube and Twitch. And frankly, it's also like a little corner away from my family because I'm an introvert. So it's like I talk to Megan about it constantly, but it's not something that Megan is like super involved in. She's not out there doing it with me. It's something I just do. And I like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Frankly, I like that. And frankly, Megan and I have been talking a lot more recently about how she needs something like that. Because Megan is doing, and I don't know how your wife is doing with this, but like Megan is doing that sort of stereotypical thing that happens a lot where like her identity becomes a little bit subsumed by you guys already had Lucas, so maybe this happened the first time around, or maybe not
it was
at all.
tough with Lucas to not just have that become our whole identity, and
Yeah.
we definitely fell into that trap for a while, and
Yeah.
slowly tried to kind of find things outside of parenthood to fill that and have some hobbies and going out with friends. We definitely became very introverted for a while, especially because after Lucas was born, he was born at the end of 2018, and then just over a year later,
Oh,
the world went into lockdown. So he was
yeah.
like 1.5, and then we were stuck at home with a baby.
Oh, I cannot
And
imagine
so,
how much that would be a
yeah.
problem. Like like your instinct would just be, or you just lean towards like, yeah, just making it your whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, it took a while to kind of get out of that rut, but I think we finally found a good balance there.
I don't know if this is a good thing about me or a not good thing about me, but I have not struggled as much as Megan has to. Oh, I just realized I put the wrong thing on this. Shit. I have not struggled as much as Megan has to. Like, I take I am very active about like, hey babe, I'm gonna go for a RUN, or like I'm gonna go spend if we can make it work, I'm gonna go do this. I've been very like probably almost selfishly, it feels like I've been very like I'm gonna go take some time and do 20 minutes of exercise and I'll be back. Megan has not done as much of that. Partially I think just because I don't know that she like has an easy thing or like has a thing that is as easy to do that with. And so we've spent some personal time talking about like basically, all right, what can we not like Meg get a hobby, but a little bit like that. Like, all right, what can every week, what's the one thing you're doing this week, Meg, that is 100% solely for you? That's the conversation we've had a lot recently. It's like, what is the thing you are doing that is literally for no one else? Because if there is nothing in the week that you are doing for literally no one else, we need to fix that. You know?
Yeah.
Because she deserves it. Of course, she should have her own life. She really likes being a mom, but like, you know, you can't do that forever sustainably without having a life outside of it. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah, there's also a pretty long adjustment period though at the beginning. You're only a couple months into it, you know. Don't feel like that has to be rushed either.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah, in the long term, you want to make sure you have that balance for sure.
God,
Well,
look
hey,
at this. It's like a smiley face.
that is it's a good transition into the other question I had,
Go
because
for it.
we kind of veered into parenthood. So, and this is, I guess I'd consider a two-parter. What has been, and maybe the first part you already answered, what is the biggest challenge and what has been the biggest reward you've found from being a dad?
Oh, okay. Biggest challenge and biggest reward. Also, the parents of chat are weighing in on this topic. I feel like I lost those social skills and have way more social anxiety since I became a parent, Cassie says.
Oh yes. I definitely feel like I didn't actively struggle with anxiety for a long time, which my wife did, and I was kind of aware of it. It's something I never really thought was an issue for me. And over the last 5 years, and some of it's probably the pandemic, and some of it's probably becoming a dad, I've definitely become more aware of that in myself and trying to find ways to manage it, which I never really struggled with. I struggle with stress and everything, but not what I would consider true anxiety until until the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And antisocial as well, for sure. I used to. There was a time where we would go grocery shopping with my wife and Lucas when he was little, and like I would start to get like anxieties from the crowds, and like my wife would be like, "Okay, we got to go in, get out as quickly as we can." But I would just get like very frustrated with people and
Interesting, yeah.
big areas. And like, you know, the fact when you have a kid there that's making noise and being disruptive and probably isn't a big deal to anybody else, but stresses me out, that just makes everything worse.
Yeah, of course.
That was tough. So now we just get all of our groceries picked up, so people just come out to our car. We don't have to go inside anymore. Maybe not addressing the issue directly, but solving it a little
that's
bit.
all right. Sherm says, I feel that so much right now. It feels almost impossible to do anything outside of being a parent. My wife and I have talked about it. It's so difficult to get out of that routine, but we agreed to work on it. I think that's important. Yeah, I mean, what do I know? But that sounds important. I I will answer your question in a second, Tony. The other thing I was going to say is that it's funny. Meg and I have to catch ourselves. Like, we just went through this whole life-changing thing, right? First her pregnancy and then 6 months of keeping this kid alive. And we had a friend like suggest a social function the other day in a specific way. And when they suggested it, Megan and I just kind of like, they texted us or something or whatever. And we just kind of looked at each other and we were like, non-parents, am I right? I have to kind of catch myself from like doing too much of that. Like just being like, these people have no idea. They're not a parent, you know, although there is, I also feel it. I'm like, what do you mean you want to do something after 9 p.m.? But yeah.
That's insane. I don't do anything after. I don't go out after 8.
I'm like, one of us could come hang out at 9 p.m., but the other one of us is going to be with our kid.
But you know what? If I can kind of mention something Sharon was talking about. So one thing, if I can make a suggestion, and this kind of depends on you know a lot of different factors, but something that I've been able to do over the last most of a year is I have 2 or 3 other guys I know who are also dads, and they're friends I've had for a little while. And something that they started doing, which I really appreciate, is they kind of set up a monthly night, like once a month on like a Wednesday night, where there's like a standing calendar invite where like we can go out after the kids are in bed and like go out for a drink or a late dinner or something. And it's like, if you can make it, great. If not, you don't have to.
Nice.
But it's like a standing thing that's kind of there, and a chance to get out of the house and see some other adults and have a little bit of social time without feeling pressured into it. And you know, there's I've gone a couple times now. I definitely don't go every month, and if things are crazy at home, you know, sometimes I'll stay to help out. But I feel like that's done a lot of good for me, especially since Emma was born. Is kind of having that like once a month standing time to kind of go out and see some friends without like the obligation of it being a big event, or you know, really just kind of go into like have a beer and chat and catch up.
Nice.
That's something that's something that I didn't realize I was missing for so long. And luckily I had some friends who took the initiative there and scheduled that, because it's something I wouldn't have thought to do on my own, but I was really
shout
happy
out to
that
those
they
friends. Holy
included me
cow.
on that. It was very nice. Yeah.
So
if you have the opportunity to do that, or have some friends you can do that with, or you know, and just again, like no pressure, no like big thing of it, but having some standing time to go do that, and it's been really nice.
Yeah. Hey, what was your question again? Challenge and
and reward for
challenge
being
and
a dad.
Reward with parenting. The most recent challenge is that I have discovered, this is just the first thing that comes to my mind, is that I have discovered that I really am like I'm not a person who has like texture or like sensory issues generally. I am pretty lucky that I don't like, nothing really bothers me in that way. Like, that said, watching my daughter eat solid foods for the first time, I was like, oh, I'm going to struggle with this. I don't like this.
How so?
I like the first time she tried a solid food, and it was like running down her face with her slobber. And I was like, I'm going to hate. I was just thinking about the mess I was going to have to clean up. I was being like, you're just not, listen, kid, you're just like, you're not eating this stuff efficiently. Like, we put it all in your mouth, but none of it none of it went down your gullet. I'm like, this, it struck the right balance of like, this is both inefficient and I'm going to have to clean it up afterwards. And I like so much so that even watching her eat the food, I was like, God damn it. Like, I don't like this at all. Not backseating your kids eating. I guess I just hate watching a kid eat food. I don't know. So, but it's super unrealistic to be like, well, Meg, I guess you get all the dinner time now or some shit like that. So what I've done is that like but like, so our daughter has to learn how to eat food, right? That's one thing. On the other hand, I don't necessarily have to be the person who's like leading that charge. So what we've done is, thankfully, Megan has no problem like giving her a banana, watching her destroy it and get it everywhere but in her mouth, etc., and then going from there, cleaning up afterwards. And I'll do the dishes. That part of it is less concerning to me. But if I have to like wipe your entire body off with a wash rag, then I'm like, this was a net loss, this meal. So anyways, one of the things I'm learning is this is like, maybe I'll just be the parent who spoon feeds, you know? Like, maybe you got to learn how to use a spoon too. Maybe I'll be the parent that spoon feeds for now, and we'll tackle it again in a couple months when you can actually hold the spoon, like accurately. So I don't know. That's the challenge. Is I'm like, I did not realize this was going to be an issue for me, but who boy is it an issue for me? Look at this cute little Outer Wilds piece, by the way. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, give it another like month or two, and when she's able to start like picking things up herself and getting that little pincer grip and putting things in her mouth, like it's so fun to watch. It's still messy, but like we get these little like puffs, like they almost look like cheese curls, but they're for babies. And last night I put some in a little bowl for Emma, and I just sat there and watched her without any help picking them up and putting them in her mouth, and a couple fell here and there, but she ate like the whole bowl of them just on her own. I'm like, wow, just even from a week ago, that was so impressive.
Yeah.
She's eating.
Well, that sounds
she shoves
way better.
Too much in her mouth at once, but it's funny to watch.
That also sounds way better than watching Elle dip her entire hand into guac, get it all over her hand, and then bring it up to her ear and poke it inside. And I'm just like, oh no, like we're gonna need way more than bath time, kid. We're gonna need a fire hose. What's been rewarding though? I think the most rewarding thing recently, honestly, has been in this chat we love Meg. Megan is an amazing parent. I personally get a lot of like fulfillment from the days when I can like pick up the slack for Meg. Like the other day, H is in the freaking chat, by the way. The other day, Elle was sick. Megan gets home at 11:30, 12, 12, has to pump, so that we have breast milk to feed our daughter the next day. And then is finally in bed by 12:30, and our daughter's sick, and she's up at like 3:45 with no sign of going to bed. Like, it sucks to then stay awake for, I stayed awake from like 4:30 until, I was up at 4:30 that day, basically, just hanging out with her. That sucks. That's not fun. It made me feel like shit for 2 straight days afterwards, but I get a lot of fulfillment from like, if I can do that and Megan's upstairs sleeping, like, I'm pulling my weight. I'm actively showing Meg love. Like, I really wish it wouldn't happen, but in the case that it does, like, I'm happy to be like, all right, I'll do it. Like, I'm the one with the flexible job. Happy to do it. But that's less parenting. But either way, I don't know. That's what came to mind.
Nice. Well, thank you for answering my questions. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything more specific related to Elle that's more. I don't know. That's my answer.
Cool.
Please don't fire hose a kid under 3. I don't know that you want to fire hose a 3-year-old.
Who's talking about fire hosing? What?
I talked about fire hosing to clean off.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to fire hose any kids. Probably not. Oh, thanks for the questions, Tony.
Yeah. I'll I'll hop out of here so somebody else can probably get in. Lucas has been asking to play Echoes of Wisdom all morning, so I think now that Emma's asleep, we're gonna go play some Zelda. He's actually, fun fact, last night we were playing a little bit, and he's starting to be able to read some of the words on the screen, which is incredible.
That's
amazing. He's like certain words he sees, and he's actually reading them out loud, and we keep getting surprised by it. He can't read everything, but he's trying his best, and it's pretty
That's
awesome.
great.
So
that's awesome.
We're gonna probably go do that.
I love it. Enjoy it.
Enjoy your not Lego build.
Hey, thank you.
And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
See you later, chat. We'll probably talk to you next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Chat, I can't find the freaking piece I'm looking for. What else is new? Am I right? There's a thing right here. Got that one, but I don't have the other one. Hello, Pexy. Hello.
How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Okay, I guess.
Doing okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly okay.
Mostly okay.
Yeah. It's just I'm a little stressed. My mom called me for a favor and yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
You know.
Family,
Yeah,
am I right?
Yeah, now it's on the board and I understand this. You know, she has a parent-teacher conference tomorrow and needs for me to translate something into English.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, it wasn't the worst. It was only one page, but you know, translating is always, you know, you're always interpreting the text, and without the person you're translating for at hand,
be more
it
difficult.
always, yeah, exactly. So I kind of needed to get in the headspace of a classroom teacher telling a parent that their 8-year-old child is having issues at school.
Oh, yeah.
And what language they would use and stuff like that.
Sorry if I sound distracted. It's because I can't find the freaking piece I'm looking for.
Good.
I'll find it.
Are you sure it's not right there on the table on the manual?
Hey, where, Pexy? Where exactly, Pexy? Where specifically?
The one you just had in your hand. Wasn't that the one, the green one?
This one is the right one, but I need this brown one. I need this brown one right here. It's brown and it's 2 blocks tall, but these are all slanted. I hope that means I didn't use the wrong piece in a different place. That's probably what it freaking means.
Yeah, chances are that's exactly what it means.
All right, I'll keep looking for this. Do you have a question for me?
I actually have 2 questions.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Issue is I can't decide which one to ask first, so I'll let you decide. 1 or 2?
2.
Okay. How many games do you have on your Steam wishlist right now?
Oh,
roughly,
wish
if you
list?
don't know the exact number. Yeah, wishlist.
Good question. Let me check.
I don't know about you, but I'm a notorious wishlister. I wishlist everything I intend to buy, whether it's released or not. And you know, I've seen some people say wishlist is just for games you want to buy, but not at full price. So you're waiting for a discount. And the games you're actually interested in, you'll follow. I never follow games. I literally don't. I don't even know what that does. I would just wishlist everything, and then I get notified when it releases, when the game leaves early access, when it's on sale. All the good
I don't
stuff.
think I've ever followed a game. Ever before. I don't know the last time I added something to my wish list either. It looks like I have. It looks like I have 5 games on here. On my wish list. How many do you have on yours?
Do you want to know?
How many? Is it 3 digits?
Are you sure you want to know the answer?
Yes, absolutely.
402.
Jesus Christ.
Most of them haven't been released yet, though.
Do you want to know what number 2 is on my wish list?
Yeah.
Silksong.
Please tell me it's Silksong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, good man.
Go wish list Silksong on Steam. You have to. I wish listed it a year and a half ago, which means it's been a year and a half since we haven't had any freaking news.
And the funny thing is, I can check out. I think I wishlist it sometime December. Yeah, 1st of December 2020.
The other items on my wish list are like I wish listed that game that Score Monkey made, Years of Division, which we just played a while ago, and God of War, The Witness, and The Invincible, which is a game I did not end up playing. That came out a year ago, and that's my whole wish list. So, and I kind of want to remove some of these. Like I mean I've now played one of them.
You only have 5 games up there. What do you want to remove?
But here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it'd be funny to have even fewer.
If you remove Silksong, I'm gonna unfollow you.
There's no way I'd remove it. There's no chance in hell. What should I add to it, chat? I'm just kidding. Sometimes I ask the question like that just to see what people will type. Guys, I have no idea what to do about this piece. I can't find it. It's a problem.
Is there like an overview page at the very beginning where you have
see how
like
many
all
of those
the
pieces there are?
Yeah, that's one. And a second one, I have heard from sets before, not necessarily this one, but that sometimes pieces can be missing in these sets.
I think it just might be missing.
Yeah, depending on the manufacturer, the set itself. Sometimes the companies
this
have
piece right
issues
here. We should have 2. I can see the other one because it's right beside the console, but I don't know. I think I just am missing one. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I'll build it around that, I guess, and then I'll set aside the pieces and just we could certainly complete it without that for now. It would be fine. Dope. So that was your second question. What's your first question?
All right. First question is, what do you think are the chances that you'll be able to participate in next year's Minecraft community server?
That's a good question. I don't know. The chances are definitely better. I saw somebody joke earlier about what Ryan and Meg are looking forward to in 2025 is having kid number 2, and I nearly laughed out loud. So because that ain't happening. Hopefully. So at least there's that. So that works in our favor immediately. I would say the chances are much better than this year for that reason. That said, I never know, like, I think it would probably be less. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, of course, you don't exactly know how things will develop with your family situation and stuff.
Yeah, it's always hard to know that. And I also just don't know too, like, I don't know if I would like stream a bunch of time on the server. I could, but I like play.
People having
What's that?
You see chat. There's like 20 different pronunciations of exclamation pregnant in the chat right now.
Pregonanant. Yeah. Yeah, I would say the odds are much better of playing on it. I don't know if I would stream it a ton. I really enjoyed. You know what I miss from this year? Like what I'm upset about? Not upset about, but like what I am. If I could have changed things a little bit during the summer when we were, during paternity leave, what I would change actually is I wish I had more time to watch other people's streams of the server. Because I occasionally went back and watched people's VODs about events when I got a free second, but like I would have loved to watch other people's streams of the events more, or like watch them in the moment, because I really am bummed that I missed out on that. So
understandable.
But, yeah, got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were also bummed you couldn't be there, but of course, given the situation, it was understandable.
I get a pass. Hi Ella, how's it going? Yeah. Yep. We should also probably figure out trying some other kind of server in the meantime. Like, we should try something else before next summer comes around, like Community Rust or something. I don't know. It doesn't need to be Rust, Valheim or something. I think that could be fun. But now that we got Evo on the case, you guys can just request anything and Evo will make it happen. Right, Evo?
Evo the magician.
Evo is on the case. I'm gonna build this and then I'm gonna have to take it apart in a week when I get a piece in the mail. about that. Yeah. Was that your?
Yeah,
That was your second question. Yeah. I was just sitting here thinking. Was that your second question?
Yeah, that was my second question. You're making good progress on that chip. I'm honestly
Hey,
surprised.
thank you. I just realized I was doing it completely off camera, but thank you. We're getting there. We're step 90. I mean, it is 2:30, so I don't know that we're gonna make it by 3:30, but it's we're getting there.
I mean, you can be honest. We all know you have a finished one underneath your desk, and you know at one point you'll go completely off camera and swap it out.
Yeah, and then be like, oh look, it's done.
I'm so fast.
Oh shit, I'm doing the wrong thing again. Nah, damn it. Okay, well, I'm gonna undo that. I haven't made as many mistakes as I thought I would make it by this point, so that's good.
I mean, if you want to have another question regarding games.
Go for it.
When people request games or talk about games in the Discord, do you sometimes check out the games we mentioned, just in case even if it's not directed at you, in the sense of like, hey Ryan, you might enjoy this.
If Pexi mentions like I'm playing this game, I love it. Yeah. I definitely sometimes I'll go to the Steam page, but I do more like broad. Like if I've never heard of something, I'll Google it, because partially I feel like my job is just to like keep abreast of what is in the like gaming atmosphere, type of like just be aware of what's in the news, like what's like people when Black Myth Wukong came out earlier this year and people were like game of the year, like immediately first day I'm like Googling it, being like, just to see like what does the art style look like, what kind of game is it, that way I know a little bit about it, because I need to keep aware of these things just in case it's a game I should play. Like, should it be on my radar?
Yeah.
So yeah, short answer is like generally yes. Like if a game gets enough talk, then I'm Googling it, and frankly it doesn't even need to get enough talk. Sometimes I'm just Googling it or trying to figure out. The most common thing I Google though, if I'm looking at a game, is just name of the game space how long to beat.
All right, understandable.
I do that. Like I should have that as like my homepage on Safari or something, is like how long to beat for blank game.
Yeah, I mean honestly these days when I decide what game to play next, I do that as well. That's one of the most important criteria.
It's exactly. Like time that's an adjustment that has definitely had to happen this last year, but like, or last 6 months, but like, oh my god, I fucking found the piece. Oh shit, I hit that so hard. I found the piece. It was underneath the bowl.
Oh.
What the hell? Okay, this is all good. We can still fix this.
Okay, awesome.
Perfect. Thank God we found it.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did it get under the bowl though?
I have no idea. I mean, I probably blame myself, but
yeah, you're messy. That's why.
Thank you, Pexi. Thank you for your questions.
You're welcome, Dingus. Bye.
Bye. Not the dingus. Oh, hello. Two of you at once. Artifice and E-Master. Duel. You may fight to the death. Never mind. Artifice is already gone. E-Master, your turn.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. I actually have one very important, for me personally, very important question for you.
Uh-oh. Why do I get a bad feeling about this question, E-Master?
You should. Can you give me a number from 1 to 5?
4.
Well, shit.
Can you give me a number 1 to 5 and then just left the call? What's happening? Welcome to the call-in show. Can you give me a number between 1 and 5? 4. Well, shit. And then then they left. Check out this cockpit, by the way. Dunny, thank you so much for the sub. Thanks for 11 months. Hi, Artifice. How's it going?
Hi. Hi.
Colon, smiley face in the chat, by the way.
Yes.
Hell yeah, we're getting there. There's a little like, this is the station, this is the station. We're getting there.
Little by little.
Little by little, truly. Oh boy,
God,
how
I
you
love
doing today?
Legos. I have not. I'm doing okay. I've been struggling with like executive dysfunction and such for a bit now, but
been following
life
in the
is
Discord.
going, and yeah, I'm getting some things done at least.
Hey, I have every faith you will tackle that executive dysfunction. You will make that executive dysfunction function at some point. Just give yourself some grace along the way, you know?
I got a conjunction junction stuck in my head now.
Executive dysfunction function conjunction junction. That's the most 2024 remake living in this hellscape that I've ever heard.
Genuinely. But yeah, I guess that's for questions.
Yeah. What you got for me?
Considering we're coming up on the day that we eat birds that don't look like they should fly, but they fly filled with leftover bread crumb goop and poured over with just some kind of soup I don't even understand. Being the very much American type of like celebration known for its food culture, and me coming from both American and foreign background, I was wondering, do you have any kind of foods or like culinary experiences that you would really want to try out in some other place other than the US?
Okay, I need to do a real quick Google. I've had one that I really that was really interesting actually. But I can't remember the name of it.
As it goes.
Okay. I had a traditional food in the country of Peru. It's I don't know how you pronounce it, but it's called like it's like cuy, like CUY. I don't know how that's pronounced. That was very interesting. I did not hate it. I would not necessarily say that I was in love with it. But yeah, it's a traditional food in the Andean region. It's basically prepared guinea pig. Yeah, it was interesting. Guinea pig, often prepared by roasting or frying, can be served whole or in parts. I did not think it was bad. I did not love it. That's one of the most interesting food experiences I've had.
As for ones you would like to try.
Yeah, what would I like to try? I also had some interesting stuff in the Netherlands. What would I like to try? What would I like to try? It was very crispy. That's how I felt too, Joyce. It was very crispy. How similar is it to rabbit? I have no idea. I've never had rabbit.
Yeah, it sounds similar to like in the same way as like some chicken wings are problematic to me in that like there's just so little meat on it.
Yeah,
that's what it feels like it would be.
Yeah,
like
that's yeah. I was like, this is not for me necessarily. Like this isn't like it's not the amount of food I would like. It's not the type of food I would like. It's not. What's a food experience I really want to try? I'm trying to think like internationally. Oh, I mean, I just had ramen again the other day at a place here in Indianapolis, and every single time I have ramen, I think I would love to have some like very good ramen. I'd really like to have some really good ramen. I also would really like to have some really good sushi. I also really like there was a Nepali restaurant that I really enjoyed in grad school, and I would like to have that like authentic. I feel like those are probably my gut instinct. Do you have anything that you're like, I would really, really like to have this culinary experience?
That I think you should, or that
For you.
Personally for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. God, I should probably have thought about this ahead of time. The good old.
I don't know. What about you guys too, chat? What do you think?
let's see. I do think I wanna, because it's been a while since I've been around Europe as like a whole. Because I traveled a bunch with family when I was little. We took some trips around Europe.
Yeah.
But it's been a long time, and I think I wanna get some Italian food that isn't necessarily like the American version, because that's usually the thing with like a lot of American foreign foods.
Sure.
Like American Chinese food is very much an American thing.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is entirely different from Chinese food, like
Yeah.
actually in China. And I imagine it's the same thing for Italian. So that's one thing that I would really like to try. And then the other one, I guess, yeah, Japanese ramen is like very good, and just a lot of the noodle-based foods in Eastern Asia.
Yeah.
Just generally speaking, I just want to have like like done the right way, because there's a couple like noodle shops around where I am, but they're not like properly. At least I can't imagine they are actually like properly the same kind of quality noodles that they have there. I have to say though, I tried takoyaki fairly recently, and those are like little octopus fried dough balls, as far as I'm aware. That was really good, and I want to try that again at some point.
I will say my one fear is that with like a lot of like here's my question for anybody who knows the answer. Does Japanese food tend to have like authentic Japanese food? Does it tend to be very spicy? Because that's the thing that unfortunately holds me back so much on food is spiciness levels. Because I'm a baby.
I don't believe it is in Japan. Like
I don't think of Japanese food as like one of the spicier, cultural cuisines. But I'm always nervous with. I'm like, I don't want to like go to the place that has amazing food and they're like, all of our best dishes are spicy as shit. And I'm like, well, I'm out of luck then. Like,
yeah, sushi's another one of those. Like, I like the simple sushis, and high quality simple sushis are really like on the top of my list of foods. But I'm too much of a little baby to try out more of the weird-ish stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to sushi, I went down to Florida, and some of my friends brought me to a really good sushi place over there. I think that's the first time I've actually had proper sushi that wasn't like market basket sushi.
Megan and I had sushi in Hawaii, and it was one of the best meals I've ever had. It was amazing. We're on to bag 2, by the way, chat. We're trying new things. People are saying Japanese is not spicy at the top end, like at the spicier end, which makes me very happy. This is my problem with Thai food, is I feel like I'm getting 2% of the experience with Thai food, even American Thai food, because I'm like, I can't do the spiciness, which sucks. Ryan, you have some pieces left in those bowls. They give you extras. I promise. I'll put these in the bag.
I can imagine it's never gonna happen, but I would love to see you on Hot Ones.
That's a wait. We don't have to do Hot Ones. We'll just do it. We should do that as an idea for next year's. Like, somebody write that down for like next year's like Spookathon or Partner-a-thon or something.
Let's
like a hot wing challenge. That's a great idea. I will do anything for charity. That's a fantastic idea. I'll be in pain in whatever way, including spiciness. I'll do it for charity. That's the literal indigestion stream.
If we want to have you like answering questions, we can do another call-in show.
That's a great idea. Like Hot Ones. We'll do a Hot Ones indigestion stream. That's a great idea. Shit, I need to start sorting these. That's really funny. I love that idea. Oh man.
And I guess as for another question that I had in mind, that's a little less like Thanksgiving oriented, but more just general life question. If I told you you had
indigestion if you do that, but _diarrhea.
Sorry, Pixie had to call me little diarrhea for a second. Okay, TTS is done. Sorry, you can continue. What were you saying?
Yep. I was gonna say, if you had right, if I told you you had to just go out the door right now, couldn't talk to anyone you know, and just go make a friend, and you couldn't come home until you've done it, how would you go about that?
First off, I think my best bet is to kill the person who's making me do this rather than to go make a friend. Not because I don't, not able to make friends. It's just, why would you put me through this form of torture? Why? Why would you do this? Why would you? I would go. Here's my strategy brain thinking through this. First off, I would immediately resent the person who is making me do this. I would hate them. I would, etc. But my strategy brain tells me I would go to either the Y, where I swim/work out, or like a climbing gym or something athletic but social. Because I think people's boundaries are can be a little lower in activity sometimes than in just like the normal, like they have a front up when they're walking down the street or at the coffee shop or whatever, you know? Like I would not go to a coffee shop because I feel like people actually have a little bit of a like they're putting on a mask when they're at places like that. So you got to go someplace like people are a little bit vulnerable, and I think that's someplace they're exercising, you know?
You're doing the same thing. So you actually have
we
like,
already have something in common. We're at the pool or we're working out or whatever. And then go from there. Yeah.
I have to say, rock climbing is a very good shout. I found it is an excellent exercise.
Yep.
But I also love the kind of cerebral part of it, just the planning out and the puzzle solving of it.
Yes, me too.
But I have to say, it is also very much a social activity, like just belaying and whatnot. You're gonna automatically assume that you're gonna be talking to someone, and like it's a very good excuse to say, just hey, I don't have a belay partner. Mind if I hop in?
Yeah, and people are always like talking through the problem out loud too. Like they're being like, you know, this is like probably hand here, foot here, you know, whatever.
What's your beta?
Yeah, what's the beta? They're always talking about the beta. Freaking rock climbers. I miss rock climbing, but that's all right.
I need to go again sometime.
Oh, I just spilled Lego. No. Tried to pour it in the thing and I sent it too hard.
Your room is now a minefield.
It's a minefield.
Congratulations.
Artifice, thank you for your questions. Good questions.
Yeah.
Making me think. This is a fun stream. Sherm says I'm going to go make an animal friend. Go adopt a doggo. That's a good one. A real good one.
Solid. Yeah, good shot. Good shot. Go play Control, by the way.
Okay. Everybody's got to get their jab in, right? Everybody's got to get their jab in. Okay, we're sorting, chat. We're on to number 2. We're sorting. We're putting all the white in here. We're Reb says, I like how you're sorting because I would normally just mix stuff up. Rebs, I would do that, but they keep yelling at me. I guess we'll just put, I don't know, we'll put orange on the ground over here. The people in Twitch chat don't believe in me, and so they keep yelling at me to sort. So I guess I'm just going to sort. No, that was a great talk, Artifice. All right. Indigestion call-in show is now accepting more calls. What time is it? Almost 3. Shit. Oh, wrong one. Okay. How many more bags? Okay, just these 2 bags. So we don't really have any black for this one, which is interesting. These are big pieces we'll probably leave out. And so I guess that means like we'll chuck orange in this thing. We'll leave the big pieces out. I find organizing and sorting Legos very therapeutic. I'm enjoying it. Oh. Brian loses the pieces even as he does sort. It's true. I really like that Hot Ones idea. That'd make me so uncomfortable. And we all know Twitch chat loves to make me uncomfortable. Okay. How one's is a great idea. I'd love to get into the call, but I can't think of a question. Just a reminder, you can also ask for advice. You can request a song. Oh, hello, Bitter Blue. How's it going?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, great. I guess long-time listener, first-time caller.
Bitter Blue, you have a very like your voice is very calming to me right now.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So my question,
As opposed to Artifice, am I right?
My question was, I thought of when Oblivion started playing, which has been a while ago now.
Yep.
But my memory of that song is one time in college, we were all hanging out and we put on that video and we had like a discussion about it, about the music video and what we thought of it. So
Okay.
it made me think of the question, what's a conversation you remember having in college? Like like hanging out with your friends, like shit talking or analyzing something. What's a conversation you remember that stuck out to you?
So I have an immediate answer for this. That is probably way deeper than you would like, but I'm gonna give it anyways. My immediate answer is my roommates. So I went in my freshman year and I just got stuck with whoever, right? For roommates. But then you made friends your freshman year, and so I chose roommates for my sophomore year. And my sophomore year was me and 3 other people. And we put all of our beds in the same room. And we put all of our dressers and desks in the same room. And we put a couch and stuff in the 3rd room. So like we had 3 rooms, we split it up like that. This is important because it meant that every single night when we went to sleep, we had all 4 of us in there, and we would just like talk about shit randomly. And this was a multi-month conversation, but the conversation that I remember and that was super important and that immediately came to mind is that I went to college very feeling one way, feeling really strongly and really certain about the world and other people in it. And I was raised religious, and that affected things. But 2 of my best friends to this day were in that sophomore room with me. And we, like, for months at a time, we basically, that was also an election year. So it was all up in the air. It was a topic of conversation. And basically over the course of a couple months, I went from pretty deeply homophobic to understanding that 2 of my gay roommates were 2 of my best friends, and why I was wrong, and how the views I had held were super hurtful and super a problem. And and that is like still to this day one of the more meaningful conversations of my life, I think. And it happened at the hours of like midnight to 12:30 in a completely dark room. We're all just sitting there like staring at the ceiling, just talking through stuff, you know? No, like like we weren't yelling at each other. It was nothing like that. My friends were so patient. They were so like, and why do you feel that way? Why do you think that? And neither of them were actually out at that point in time. They both came out that year, but neither of them were out. And yeah, that's the conversation that I like. I think it was one of the more important conversations of my life, I think.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. We also talked about the dumbest shit at night, but that was part of it.
Time.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
Oh, I just said that midnight is the classic deep conversation time.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Shout out to those 2 friends. They were more patient than the funny thing about it is 2 friends who were that way. by that way, I mean patient, not that way equals gay. I mean, they were super patient and super willing to talk through this with me. The fourth person in the room is still one of my best friends, and he and I walked into that whole conversation and that whole living situation feeling very similarly to each other, like believing the same things. And we both changed so much that year, and we talk about it every single time we get together. We're like, shout out to Jacob and Seton for just like making us question some things, you know? I went to Jacob's wedding this year. I took Elle to Jacob's wedding like 3 months ago, you know? Like life, it just comes full circle. Comes full circle. Yeah.
Yep, that was my question.
Tactical Fluke says going from too certain to questioning is the most important part of college, in my opinion. Totally re-examined views, got into thinking why I believe things and whether or not I should believe things. Yeah. I think that like the thing I was always told in college, I need to keep building, is as I talk, is that like you're not being taught what to think, you're being taught how to think. And I still think that's super important. Like I still think I still talk about I phrase it that way to this day. I think there's really something to that, which is like, yeah, the goal isn't like to arrive at a certain conclusion. That's not what education is about. The goal, in my mind, is like to learn the ways of thinking, to learn where your biases, your cognitive biases, and your like where your upbringing meets your social situation meets your, you know, like where it all aligns and tries to turn and like how it affects you. And then your job is to put in the work of thinking through, okay, if this is what I'm being predisposed, or if what I've been raised, or what media is trying, like what, these are the like rhetorical arguments being used in the world. And here's how I, you know, here's how I can wade through them and how I can be media literate and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God for college in that way, man. It also just set me up for a whole life of keeping trying to learn stuff. Anyways.
Yeah. Well, that was
Good
my
question,
call.
Bitter
I
Blow.
think Pat wants me to tell you that you're a dingus.
No, get out of here. Get out of here. See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Whoa, Rebecca, what? My mother is going through this year. I introduced her to a TV show. She got obsessed with it, started questioning everything. She even called to apologize for her previous views on LGBT issues and other stuff. It's amazing to see. Proud of every person going through character development like that. Amazing. Can I tell you guys, since we're doing it today, right? Exclamation current events, right? But I'm going to tell a brief story just because I think it is on this topic, and I think you guys might learn, or you might appreciate it. You don't need to learn anything from it. A couple weeks ago, I got a text message from somebody I love that made me very nervous when I got the text message. And because I thought, and frankly, nervous, it made me mad. Because the text message was something along the lines of, and the phrasing is going to be incorrect and inexact, but the text message was something like, what exactly, that's not what the phrasing was. The question was something like, what are gay people so afraid of? And then there was something else on the end of it. Just like vaguely phrased like that. And my immediate gut visceral reaction was to get very mad. And here's the lesson in this story. Is actually that the person texting me was asking an earnest and I believe very like in good faith question, but they were not lucky like me, and they did not have two sophomore roommates like me, and they do not have the friends I have. And it was an earnest question, but I very much interpreted it as a not an earnest question. And it took some clarifying before I realized, oh my God, this person is saying, I think I need to learn something in this moment. I'm being told that queer people might be afraid right now, and I need to know what that means if I'm going to continue going forward. If it's a good faith, it's a very good question to ask. Yeah. But that gut response and the question together, to me, sums up how hard it is to be a fucking human right now. Anyways, I need some pieces and I can't find them. They're somewhere in this bowl. You guys want to find them for me? Anyways, W question, Bitter Blue. Great question. Okay, I found one. I need another one of those. Man, call-in show has been delivering so far. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I'm so thankful we're doing this. I'm really enjoying this. I love streams like this are exactly what the doctor ordered sometimes. You know? Okay, so this piece goes here. Earnest and uninformed, but well-intentioned is so tough to deal with when you're used to how conversations go on the internet. You get conditioned to see the worst. Absolutely. Give me 24 hours to fly to Indiana. I'll find that piece for you. Ryan, you didn't know it, but we're racing, and I just finished sorting my last bag. Danny, what the fuck? Are you serious? Post an update. Danny, if you're dead serious right now, post an image in Discord. Are you dead serious right now? Are you kidding me? If you're yanking my chain right now. Guys, we gotta go quicker. Jesus Christ. Are you for real? This is the problem is that this is 100% a thing Danny could and would do. And specifically could be beating me 100%. I'm not doing the spaceship. I'm doing a different set, but it's more pieces and I'm winning. So what are you doing? What piece are you doing? Oh, I was just looking for a piece that doesn't exist. I'm dumb. Okay, never mind. Okay, this here, done. Got to stay focused. Then I need the tall piece right here. Zoom in a little bit again. No chatters have been calling Danny a dingus. That's a distinct advantage. That's definitely a distinct advantage. I'm really new to this community, but this call-in show has me feeling more connected. We're happy to have you here. On the opposite side, I found out one of my coworkers was outing me to patients this week, so that sucked. That's so inappropriate and very, very shitty. Santa's visit. I have a bunch for my Christmas decorations. I wish I'd thought of it before now. If you dropped the bomb on me in the middle of this build that you were doing the same thing and doing it faster, I would have to just roll over and give you the credit for a genius idea. Like if you that would be, I mean, that'd be so funny. That'd be legendary activity to just be like, "Hey Ryan, I started at the same time as you, but I'm done." That'd be really funny. Okay. We're zooming. I think. Oh no, I need one more of those. One more of those. One more of this, the 5 pieces right here. Done. This whole container of white pieces is going to be a problem because there's a million pieces in it, and I need to find things. Also, my throat is starting to hurt. It's probably a bit of a good thing that this is a holiday week because I need the time to rest my throat. Hello, Zubly. Yeah. You're calling into the Little Indigestion stream. Anything you say can and may be used against you on the internet in the internet's court of law. How's it going?
It's going well.
Hi.
My dinner was because my bread was moldy, but that's fine.
Your bread was moldy with dinner?
I was gonna make toast for dinner, and then my bread was moldy, so I had to completely pivot, and now I had like fried egg and tuna from a can for
Oh
dinner.
no, tuna from a can. That's a disappointment compared to the toast. Zubli, is this our first
But
time hearing you on the phone?
yes.
I was gonna say I don't think we've ever voice called before.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, welcome.
In the spirit of Halloween, of course, of Thanksgiving, uh, I want to know what is the silliest thing you are thankful for this year? Like you're not allowed to go deep.
Silliest thing I'm thankful for this year. You know what I had? I had a thought this morning that applies to this. I'm thankful for my bidet. I used to poop without a bidet, and what was I doing? These days, I'm like, no, I got to go upstairs to the toilet with the bidet because I'm not about to take a poop in this toilet that doesn't have one. I'll be at the gym, and I'll be like, no, you got to hold it, Ryan. Get home to that sweet, sweet bidet. If you don't have a bidet, you're missing out, chat. You should, if it is all possible, you should consider getting one. Do what I did and just get it for your partner for a gift, because then you also get to benefit from it.
That is very fair.
Yeah, are you thankful for anything silly?
I actually thought about this before I asked the question because I didn't know the answer myself. And I think I don't know.
Nothing. Go ahead.
I have like a designated what's it called? Coin. That's not like a real coin, it's like a plastic chip.
Sure.
For supermarket cards to get them. And
Ooh.
I lost mine this summer. And my mom said, "Hey, here I have a whole bunch. Choose one." So that was very nice.
That is super nice. So this is so to explain to people, I think we have this in. So I don't know where you're from vaguely, and you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. But like
Germany.
Germany. Okay, so like supermarket, you can rent a cart, but you have to put in a coin to get the cart. Is that correct?
Yes. So so you bring it back.
But
So it's not, like,
exactly. But they make like a plastic chip you can reuse, right?
Yeah, lots of like as advertisements basically.
Yes. My sister does this too. We have that here in have that here in Indiana at a certain chain of grocery stores here does that too. And my sister has the same thing. Has like the plastic chip, so you don't have to keep using it. I love that. Do you just like keep it in your like near your wallet type vibe, or where do you?
My wallet actually in the coin pocket has like a designated slot for it. It's very
Look
fun.
at that. I love a small item that has a designated spot. It just makes me feel warm inside. Isn't Aldi German? Wait, are you talking about Aldi? I didn't know Aldi was German.
Aldi is German, yes, and
Well, shit, that's what I'm talking about. Was this a German idea in the first place? I didn't know that. I'm learning things today. What does Aldi mean in German? It's got to mean something, right?
I am not sure. I think it's like from the inventor's last name or something.
Okay, of course. Typical. That's very typical inventors. Naming stuff after yourself.
The fun thing about Aldi is that there's Aldi North and Aldi South, and it's like a bit of a rivalry between which one you go to.
Oh, really? Wait, so the brand is called Aldi North or Aldi South in Germany?
Yeah, I don't know the technicalities.
Or like, yeah.
Like completely separate, or if they're still together, or whatever.
That's funny. That is really funny. Imagine getting poached from one to go work at the other. Like you're a really high level like executive at Aldi North, and they're like, "No, listen, come to Aldi South. We can pay you so much better." That's really funny to me. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I just figured Aldi's. I'd never heard of Aldi's before anywhere else, so I thought it was just a Midwestern thing. It turns out it's very much not a Midwestern thing. Not take credit for it. Chat, what's your silly thing that you're really thankful for this holiday? What a great question, Zubli. Also comes from the name Albrecht Discount. Gotcha. So yeah, it must be name. In Austria, the chain is called Hofer. A silly thing. What's just something small that you're thankful for this holiday? Like, can't have a serious answer. Aldi Nord and Aldi Sud have been financially and legally separate since 1966. Interesting. Trying to think if there's anything else I'm thankful for. Oh my god. Okay, we're cranking here. Let's see. I'm thankful for my self-cleaning litter box. To be clear, it's not my litter box. It's for the cats. Okay, Belle. It's okay. It can be yours. Our soccer rivals probably lost the championship yesterday. What a petty, beautiful thing to be very thankful for. Wild Cherry Lifesavers and Kroger Delivery. My friends make memes after every TTRPG system. Holy shit, this is some feels-good stuff over here. My weighted blanket. Thankful for Critical Role and D&D podcast right now. Yeah. Thankful I have the ability to buy dice. Pokey, is it you who's going through, who is holding off on a dice advent calendar? Is that you? I think that's you, right? Okay, boom, boom. Zubli, thank you very much for the question.
My pleasure.
It's good to get to talk to you.
Yeah, same.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. You're still holding on? Oh. Advent calendars are so interesting. I don't know that I've ever done one. Like, they have, like, chocolate ones. I don't know that I've ever done an advent calendar. Ah. Oh, baby. I mean, look at this. That's the body of a ship right there. I'm going to have to pour some of these pieces out. There's just so many. Guys, I don't know that we're going to make it. I'm also thankful for people who play and post blind playthroughs of my favorite games so that I can experience the first time magic again. Having a lot of fun personally replaying BG3 right now, a certain Swedish podcast. Hell yeah. Wordle with my dad. Aw. My mom has an advent calendar with crocheted little bears. That my grandma made. Me and my siblings always took turns putting them up as kids. That's around the holidays. This is maybe a little more Christmas/holiday themed than it is Thanksgiving. But do you have any like small traditions like that you're thankful for, or that you're like excited for? We do stockings. So like here at our house, Megan and I's house, like we have stockings that we put up on the mantle, right? Oh, we're gonna have to get Ella a stocking. I never thought of this. The stockings at our house are very like, we buy them. Like we bought them at like Target, you know, like they're just very generic that we bought them, etc. The stockings at my mom's house, my grandma made all of them years ago. And so that's tough because my grandma's no longer here and she passed away right around the holidays a couple years ago. So it's tough for my mom in that way, but also it's really good for my mom, I think. Like my mom takes a lot of care with those specific stockings, getting them up every year. And she also, like, when Megan joined the family, you know, like my grandma was not in a position to make some, so like to craft them. So my mom worked with a friend to like get a new one made. And stuff like that is just so like you know, why we're here kind of deal, to me at least. My dad has cancer. I call him every day to see how he did on Wordle. Aw, Rune Snips. Aw. That's so good. We always watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas Eve. I'm excited to find a new reason to cry about that film. I gotta text Megan about the stalking. Oh my god, we got another photo update from daycare. Let's go. So cute. Okay, all caps, hey. Yo, we forgot to get LA stalking. I guess I say forgot. We still have a chance. Tell her we say H. Chat says H. I hope I texted the right person. I did. One thing I really love is when I start decorating for Christmas that I get to turn on the colored Christmas lights I have in my kitchen all year round. I'm already debating. They really done turned me into a goddamn Midwestern dad, didn't they? I'm already debating actually getting lights to put up outside. Megan and I never, ever, ever decorate the outside of our house. And Frank, I mean, we decorate the inside, but like we do not decorate the outside. All of a sudden we have a kid and I'm like, I'm about to buy lights and hang them in the trees. I'm about to do it. Dad mode. We're adding in some brown, by the way. Ryan's going to go all Clark Griswold. It's amazing how much more festive one gets when they become a parent. Yeah, that's how I feel. I did not. This is the last thing I fucking expected, Cassie. I've been a Grinch my entire life. Been a Grinch my whole goddamn life. What's happening? Is this music playing? I can't even hear it. Next song. Your heart is bigger now. It is. And it was too small before. It's grown 3 sizes. Somehow it always comes back to the Grinch, doesn't it, chat? Okay, we're going to pour a couple brown out just so we can see. What piece do I even need again? I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Okay, that piece. That piece. That piece. Got it. Holy crap. Sounds good, Bobby. Also thankful for this stream racking up some points towards my towards the card pack. If your heart grew 3 sizes, that's called cardiomegaly, and you should go see a doctor about that urgently. When she's grown and moved out, you can Grinch out again. I don't even put up a tree anymore. Is that true? No judgment, but dang. That's wild. Just to have changed that way. Okay. Now we need the flat white pieces. So we need. Oh, my brain. That one. 2 of those. Oh, hello, Mog. How you doing?
Hi.
How are you? Uh-oh, did Mog forget to mute the stream?
I did.
it's the rookie mistake. Everybody does it.
Well, now, yeah, obviously, I've been outed.
How's it going?
I have a few minutes. I've been here since the beginning, but
Okay.
I waited until the last minute to call, I guess.
That's perfect. You
I
can wait
I
whenever,
have
yeah.
Yeah, I have a few minutes, and I have a silly question.
Okay.
Because I was not actually offended when you asked about our favorite Pokemon and said I'm judging you if it's Charizard, but I am curious about the rationale behind your answer, and I'm curious why if Charizard makes me basic, how is Blastoise not just as basic, being one of the 3 iconic starting Pokemon from the first gen?
Okay, so I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you're a Pokemon fan. You're a first gen Pokemon fan. Like, you understand. You get the vibes of the starter Pokemon. What's the best starter Pokemon?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna ask like, well, what's the best for the game strategy? That's not my answer because I was like 10.
Sure. I
It
don't
was
care
gonna be
for
like
game strategy. What's the best one? What's the one that's what's the best?
Charmander.
It's Charmander,
Like
right?
I was Team Charmander, and then my brother was Squirtle, and
Here's the
so we
thing.
just
I think you're
disagreed.
right that Charmander is the best starter, in that everyone loves Charmander. So what happens is everybody loves Charmander. Like, on the playground, it was all Charmander that, and then because of that, everybody loves Charizard. And Charizard is a great Pokemon, but Charizard gets too much love. I have
Okay.
a little hipster in me. I got a little bit of hipster in me, and Charizard gets so much love that I don't like it. I get jealous.
I think I had the exact opposite experience on the playground. This
Oh,
must
really?
be like some little childhood origin of like, where do our attitudes from Pokemon come from? Because for me, it was the opposite. I was like one of the minority who liked Charizard, so I was persecuted. Or
Oh.
that's how I perceived myself. Especially when my brother, it was his birthday. Everybody got him a couple booster packs for his birthday because we were all wanting holographic Charizard. But his favorite Pokemon was Blastoise. But we still wanted holographic Charizard, and he opened one and he got a holographic Charizard, and we were like, oh my god, oh my god. And then he opened a second booster pack, and it also had a holographic Charizard, and I was like, holy shit, this is my lucky day. My brother got his holo Charizard, and he's gonna give the other one to
100%.
me.
100%. What
He
happened?
traded that holo Charizard with my friend for a holo Blastoise that was bent. It was a damaged
It was bent?
card.
I love that you remember that. I am so in love with the fact that you remember that it was bent. That's perfect. The betrayal in this story, the betrayal in your voice.
And so
Yeah.
I think that's part of my background for like, Charizard will still be my favorite Pokemon. I never got that holographic card.
Hear me out. I think that you're onto something, that it's just probably basically like how, like, what were you bullied over or not bullied over as a kid is basically what it comes down to here.
That is such a poignant discovery.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think if we but I will say, I think if we had to poll all of the 90s kids and ask them, like, hey, today, of the starter 3, who's your favorite final evolution? I'm guessing it's 40% Charizard. I'm guessing it's like Charizard weighs a little heavier on that poll. I could be wrong. This could be my bad memory. Chat, what do you guys think? Do you think Charizard weighs pulls its weight on that, or no? Or am I off my rocker? I think it does. I don't know why. I just feel that way. I feel like Venusaur probably gets the least love. I don't know. That's a gut instinct. My guess is way more than 40. Okay, okay. But either way, I am to bring this full circle, I am 100% judging you about Charizard. It's fine.
And also, I want to make it very clear that I didn't plan to tell this story when I came on stream, and I want my brother to know that I love him very much.
No,
and
talk
he has
shit.
been
No,
forgiven.
no. We got to talk shit. No, you don't love him very much. You need to talk your shit right now. What's your brother's first name? You don't have to actually tell me.
Well,
Screw that
he's the one
kid.
who he's the one who introduced me to Dark Souls. It took me 11
Oh.
years to get it, but I actually did finally play it, and that's how I found your channel.
No way. Wait. Okay. Never mind. In that case, your brother's incredible. In that
See,
case, your brother
you were
is the best.
you were trash talking him, and I had to come back full circle and
Yeah. Be
tell him,
like,
no, he's cool.
He's the reason I'm here.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. In that case, I am very thankful for your brother. Never mind. I take it back. Even if he did trade for that freaking bent hollow Blastoise, that's wild.
I will
What a
not give
decision.
him shit for that in my 30s now, but for when we were kids, he knows what he did.
You're like, I'm gonna be the bigger person. I'm moving. You know, now that I'm in my 30s, I'm gonna move past it. But until the last
well,
day of my 20s, I was holding on to that shit.
As an adult, I'm like, oh yeah, he had every right to do exactly what he wanted with that extra Charizard card. As a kid, I was like, how dare he?
How dare he?
I really better let it go now. I have to take my cat to the vet, so I'm gonna do that.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you, Ryan.
Bye, Mog.
Bye.
Bye. I'm not going to hop into a call again, but I realized I would love to know what kind of EDCs you have. Is this a D's Nuts question? EDCs? Everyday carry? What is that? Every DC Nuts? What is an everyday carry? What does that mean? Oh, I understand. My phone, my keys, and my wallet. That's it. Yeah, that's my full story. I don't know what we're making right now, but it looks wild. I have my keys, my wallet, both live by the door, and my phone is on like in a slot by the door, and my phone is always on me. So I just those are the three. I did not very early, pretty early this morning. I was taking Elle to daycare, and I put her in. Oh, this is the wrong thing. Shit. I put her in the car, and in doing so, I lifted her car seat into the car, and I leaned my body up against my car, and my thigh pressed against the panic button on the alarm button on my key fob. And so I set off the alarm, and that Elle made a really funny face, and I think I scared the shit out of Megan. Accidentally setting off the alarm. Okay, there should be some bigger right here. There we go. Right there. Dope. Okay. That's done. That goes across the front here. And it faces left. God, this song takes me back. What's your biggest ADHD struggle? How do you tackle / deal with it? I don't know how to answer that, honestly. I don't know. Ryan, did you see my DM before you started stream? Just curious. No? Boss. Okay. No, I did not see this. I can do that for you though. Hey, Kingsley and Hero. Do you guys want a treat? Kingsley, Hero. Carly DM'd me to request extra treats. I got you. Hi. Did you get it? Dropped it. Kingsley, you want a treat? Come here. Guys, I got bad news. It's 3:30 and I'm still on bag number 2. Kingsley also dropped it. God damn it. How's it going, Carly? I don't know where it even went. Kingsley. Okay. How many bags? 3. There's 3 bags. I don't think we're going to get it done, guys. I toured a really nice apartment. It's expensive but nice. We're going to apply tonight. Good luck. I was going to ask. I didn't know if you wanted me to dox that info about the other part of the DM. But good luck. Can anyone on the Discord hop on to call in? Yeah, feel free. I think so. As long as you have the role, which I think you might need to, I don't know. I think anybody can. Oh, hello. This is Geek. Hi, Geek.
I guess it worked. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How's it going?
Oh, I'm all right. I guess I have 2 questions.
Okay. I can answer at least one.
They're based entirely on your content because I'm so new to the community.
Perfect.
I found you through Goals, and I just finished that YouTube series.
Okay.
The question is, what next? I'll give you a couple of choices, either games that I've played or games that I'm not gonna play.
Okay.
Fallout 4, I believe, was your first series. And then I've played Valheim and Skyrim are the other 2 on my short list for a video series of yours to watch.
Okay. And you said you watched Dark Souls first. Is that right?
Yeah, I just finished Dark Souls yesterday.
Okay, perfect. Interesting. Chat, what do you guys think? I mean, I think if you haven't watched okay, Fallout 4 was my first series, so there are a couple rough edges around it. I enjoyed the game. It will be probably quite a bit different from Dark Souls in that way. Like, I barely knew what I was doing. I was truly making those videos for no one. Like, no one was watching the stream at that point. So that's your fair warning. I, for instance, without spoiling things, there's a huge, amazing part of the game that I literally, like, super important to how you play the game, and I did not find it until, like, 60 episodes in. So fair warning, I was so brand new to video games, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I still really like that series, but there's just some rough edges. So Valheim with Meg is a lot of fun, especially, yeah, I think Valheim with Megan is a lot of fun. You could get to, know Meg a little bit too. Skyrim is one of the longest series we've ever done. It was like 320 episodes. So it's long, but very thorough. And it's kind of like the, Skyrim is kind of like the, I don't know, it's one of the first series that ever like kind of blew up for me. So I have a lot of like very fond memories of it in that way. It like kind of made us into who we were kind of deal. Like I learned a lot from it and got a whole community from it kind of deal. So if I had to pick one, I'd say, well, I don't know. I'd say Valheim if you want to see what Megan is like too. Fallout 4 if you are okay with sitting through me really messing some, like, not messing some stuff up, but like, if you're okay with no polish. And then Skyrim is just an absolute classic. So that's my take, but I don't know.
So all of them is what you're saying.
I'm saying all of them. I mean, you should just start now. Watch all of them. Does that help at all, or is that super unhelpful?
Yeah, no, actually it does. And honestly, my curiosity about Fallout is to see where you came from and how much you've changed since, well, to get to where you are now. But
you'll get that
it
sense
just might
pretty
be fun
quick
to
in that
watch the
series.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, might be fun to watch just the first handful of episodes. Might be enough for that. But
Yep.
Anyway, all right. My next question is, what game do I play next? And to help you out, I'll give you a short list.
Okay.
And I plan on playing like Outer Wilds and Hollow Knight have both been on my Steam wish list for too long.
Let's go.
And I know very little about either of them. I'm planning on playing them blind.
Perfect.
So those are two choices. Dark Souls 2 is another choice, and re-rolling and playing a new Dark Souls 1 character are kind of my four choices right now.
Okay, chat, what do we do? What do we do to Geek? Do we send Geek down the Outer Wilds rabbit hole right now? Or do we send Geek down the Hollow Knight rabbit hole right now? How do you feel about games that have you sort of like do a little bit of like platforming or like that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, no, see, and that's honestly the thing that's held me back from Hollow Knight is because I've never really finished a Metroidvania. Like I've played some of them, I understand the mechanics, whatever, but like Skyrim and Dark Souls are the two games that I have the most time in.
Sure. It's definitely quite a different experience, but that I don't think that should dissuade you at all. I would say either Outer Wilds or Hollow Knight are going to be my answers just because I love both of them with my whole heart. Outer Wilds is, especially since you said you're going in blind. Think about it this way. The quicker you do either of those blind, the quicker you get to participate in a like significant part of the weirdos who are here who love talking about those games and almost nothing else. And very selfishly, I'll play Dark Souls 2 at some point, so you could always play that around the same time, or like keep it, for a special occasion or something like that. I don't know.
Sure.
That's my gut instinct. Good question. Oh man, I'm so excited for you with the idea of you playing either Hollow Knight or Outer Wilds and having knowing nothing about either of them already. That's amazing. Amazing.
Well, cool.
Also,
thank you.
Sorry, if you buy Outer Wilds, I think somebody else is asking about this right now. Yeah, Rebecca's asking about this. If you buy Outer Wilds, if you play Outer Wilds, buy the DLC and play it as well. You can either play it as part of the main game or after. Either is fine, but you should play it as well because it's amazing.
All right.
There you go.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. Nice to meet you. Nice to hear your voice.
Rumor has it you're a dingus, though I don't personally have an opinion on that matter.
Oh, that's very kind of you to not have an opinion on it. Interesting. Who told you about this this rumor? If you happen to know.
No, the internet has a way of spreading things.
Oh, interesting. You don't want to name any names, huh?
No, of course not.
Oh, interesting, because I typed /ban in the chat already, and I'm really ready to hear a name. Thank you, Geek.
Yep. Bye.
See ya. Freaking get him, Geek. The dingus counter grows. I don't know that I like this. That's great. Oh, chat. I think we're going to have to call it, literally. I think we're going to have to do a whole nother stream. It's almost 4. And my secret plan today was try and get done off stream by like 3:40 to accomplish a couple things before I go get my daughter from daycare. So I think with this mess here, we're kind of at a, I mean, it's a terrible stopping spot, but here's the thing, though. We could go a couple more minutes and then finish this on Friday, but that means we kick Death's Door down the road, too, which is not good. Oh, boy, there's too many options. Okay, we're definitely not ending in the middle of this song. Oh no, not another Lego stream. Oh no. Okay, chat, this is our final song. We're going to go till the end of this song, then we're done. Thanks so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Good stuff. I always think I'm missing a piece. And then it always somehow shows up. Am I actually missing a piece or no? Never mind. That just says 1 times. It doesn't say 2 times. Whoops. Chat, I just bought it. I also did. Missing your hair piece. Now that's... Speeds and Rebecca both just bought the game. We're going to have a whole crew of people going through Outer Wilds. We expect spoilered updates in the Discord on the regular, okay? On the regular, I say. We expect updates. Because I can only play that game once, unfortunately. It means I have to live through your comments. Cassie, join the crew if you want. Just be careful. If any of you play the game blind, be very careful reading anybody else's spoilers, because it is possible to like learn things you do not want to learn from other people's, obviously. Even if they're relatively early in the game, they can still learn big things that you don't want to know. You finished Death's Door? Did you really, Cassie? Holy shit. Nice. No, I gotta finish it. The recommendation I always give is that you are ever truly stuck, ask the Outer Wilds subreddit. They're great at giving non-spoilery nudges. I love that, Joyce. And I'm not recommending us over the Outer Wilds Reddit. I defer to your wisdom there. I will say, people like Artifiz, probably other people who I'm forgetting, Artifiz gives great, like if you'll just tell Artifiz vaguely where you're at and what you're thinking, Artifiz has given some really good non-spoilery stuff like that before too. So you've got resources if you get stuck. Okay, we've got that circle guy that we've missed out on a couple times. Oh baby, we're getting there. It's starting to get rounded. Oh baby. Good stuff, chat. What a day. What a perfect day. Rosie Posey wants some indigestion cards. Yes to the DLC, yep. Oh, hold up. Everybody hold the phone. Zubli says, okay, if we're going to leave the stream right here, I have a confession to make. I was also going to call you a dingus. Sorry. But I had a bit of anxiety before hopping in the call. I was kind of shaking and my heart was beating too fast when I was actually talking, so I didn't do it. Hey, Zubli, thank you for not calling me a dingus. It's okay. You can also call me a dingus. Also, there's no need to be nervous, you know? Listen, I went to the counter, potentially. There's no need to be nervous. I'm just a dude. Frankly, I'm a very awkward, normal dude. I put my pants on the same way you do. I poop just like you do. There's no need to be nervous. What is the set name for this thing? An unlicensed non-Lego Outer Wild spaceship. Exactly. I don't think you're awkward. You should see me in person. You should see me in person. Okay. Gamers, this has been a lot of fun. We've gotten pretty far. We're on 139. Here's the problem. There's 321. So in a way, we really have not gotten very far at all. We're here, and we'll come back to it. But, oh boy, I got some cleaning up to do. The spelling of awkward is awkward. It super is. I really liked this stream. Me too. Thanks for being here. Thank you all for making it what it was. Thanks for joining the first ever Little Indigestion Thanksgiving call-in show. Little did you guys know, we're giving away a free trip to Hawaii. A free trip to SawCon. We're giving away a free trip to SawCon. The Saw convention show. If you would like to sock on these nuts, anyways, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for hanging out. I've been your radio DJ. You guys have been the audience. It's been fun. I really hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back with more Lego another time. Until then, no stream tomorrow. I'll see you on Friday. I have no idea what I'm going to do on Friday yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'll clean this up and move it somewhere else and try it again next week, or if we'll do Death's Door. Who knows? I'll keep you updated in the Discord. It's going to be a short stream on Friday because we're going to put up our Christmas decorations and have a little family moment too. We're all dinguses on this day. Goodbye. Goodbye. See ya. Get on out of here. Get on out of here, you dinguses. Look what you started, Carly. Rebecca, use controller if possible. Use controller. Bye, guys.